because I'm worth it.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. We're not late. All of your clocks are wrong. So
Everyone's clock is wrong.
every single one of you, not us. Anyways, we have Kara with us again today. She's gonna fill in for X-Ray, and
Hello.
you may notice that her background looks kind of funky.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
This is
don't.
what
It looks kind
always
of like
looks like.
familiar, but I can't place what like that background is.
No,
Kara
this is
changed
my
it
normal
again.
background.
She moved things around. Just for his look. And
Well,
just
it
for his
was the-
back, we
it was the
found
fact that-
him.
Since Gary did the whole tour of that room, because the amount of work that went into that room, I never really appreciated until he did the entire go-around.
I can
I know he
imagine.
said that in front of him was all toys, but I didn't realize how much was in front of him.
And he was just talking last night about how he's wanting to completely redo it as well.
Oh,
Really? Oh my gosh, I do the same. Like I
I'm
can't
way too lazy to do
imagine
that.
him like redoing it, right? Because I change mine all the time, but it's little things like one of my shelves. Like I moved my ducks back there. Last Saucy, the ducks were up here. I moved them back there. So you're still getting judged by Leon because he's right there. But I do that all the time, and I'm going to put Christmas stuff up soon. But Gary, because I really appreciate his background. Now I'm kind of minimal with my background a little bit. Like I think I can't do
relate.
too much stuff, but like Kara's, yours is organized well, and like Gary's, you would think like it's so cluttered, but like you could tell there's a method
done
to
by
his
sections.
madness.
There
And
is
it's done by
control to the
sections.
chaos.
Yeah, and it just looks good. I like his background, but that's gonna be poor Mrs. Nerdrotic, because she probably is gonna have to be the one to like help him with that if he decides to
This is all
reorganize
his
it.
stuff. No,
He
she
doesn't-
doesn't. No,
she
He's
doesn't?
the one who cleans it. He cleans his own. He keeps
Oh.
it dusted. Like she doesn't do any of the cleaning in here. This
Oh,
is
okay, good.
his responsibility.
Oh, okay, so if he
He said a
decides to
few times
rearrange, it's all on him. Okay.
He said a few times he dusts a bit per day. It's just in a constant state of being dusted.
Yep.
It's constantly. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
I don't know what he did with it. So somebody in chat asked if I had a gift for him, and I did bring something for him. He found it last night, but I don't know what he did with it.
Sorry.
I'm looking.
This is ironing board.
Hmm.
No,
My background
so-
is just slowly cluttered over time. Blurry enough that nobody really cares.
So somebody had sent me, it was Battle Him. Battle Him sent me a Bon Jovi action figure.
And doesn't Gary not like Bon Jovi? He does. Is
No.
it Dan that doesn't? Who doesn't like it? Which one?
No, it's Gary. Gary
It's
doesn't like Bon
okay.
Jovi. Gary does not
Funny.
like Bon Jovi. And I stashed it like right here to the left or to the right of his desk, and he didn't find it, and it made me so sad because I had text X-Ray and I was just like, if you want to laugh during stream, like tell him to look down and to the right by Chuck Norris. And he did. I don't know if she texted him, but I was so sad because I wanted him to find it during stream, but he didn't. But he did find the Bon Jovi yesterday as he was looking for something else. He's like, what is this? Where did this come from?
Disgusting.
It is like he can sense an imbalance in the Force or something, because he's found Twilight figures and everything in there. And there's so much stuff, you'd think it'd blend in for ages, but he found them pretty quick.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who put Twilight figures in here.
A lot of pictures of that. That's pretty funny.
No. Me and Steph definitely didn't scheme that one.
Never. Neither of you
He
would
will just like
ever.
decapitate them at some point. You'll just get them back in bits.
He gets a little like guillotine, just does it on stream.
Yeah.
Like it's your time.
It'll be another As Grogu moment where he just rips the head off.
Oh,
on
Lord.
stream.
Someone's asking why I'm at Gary's house. I'm house sitting for Gary. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
I'm-
away. That's
I'm
why
hanging out.
X-Ray's also away.
I know it makes me sad.
I know. She'll be back Well, actually, she's gonna be gone for a little bit.
Next
Next week.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know what day she like gets back. I just know they get back next Sunday.
Yeah, she'll at least be on her way. And Disparu's Lesbian Wig says, I'm watching Disparu's episode 2 review of All's Fair review, Comedy Gold. When does episode 3 review drop? We're actually going to also on Saucy, once all of the episodes drop, we're going to review. I'm going to watch it. I don't want to, but I'm going to. Okay. I should just watch it. Honestly, I could just watch Disparu's episodes instead, like his reviews.
I've had a lot of fun watching them. It is funny just because of how misplaced everything is and how they're pushing one thing, but actually other stuff's happening. And there's just this woman that like swears all the time and insults them, and they'll randomly be like, when are you gonna rip off his scrotum and feed it to him in pieces? I think it's an amazing show. It's just not for any of the reasons that they expect.
Someone said that Disparu's mic was low. I turned him up a little bit in StreamYards. Guys, let me know how it is. It's probably not on your end.
I can also boost it here.
Okay.
But the aim is to catch up to it this week. It's just I have to put other stuff in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know how my sound is, by the way. Right. I have never messed with a Rode soundboard before, and I had to mess with stuff to put my to plug my headphones in, and now I can hear myself and I don't like it. So we're going with it.
Oh, I hate that. I'm the same way. Like, I don't want to hear myself, but you're not echoing or anything, so you're good.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. Hokies been a member for 29 months. Thank you, Hokies. Scientists recently combined DNA of a cheetah with the DNA of a crab. Things went sideways real fast. Disparu like that one.
I did, but we're also starting off really badly, really early.
My channel has become Dad Joke Central. Yes. Okay, the dads are winning. Iris, thanks for being a member for 8 months. Good evening, all. Going to be hard taking my eyes off Ryan drinking into birthday oblivion. Have to dual screen, I guess, at least till he drops. Well, tell him that we all said happy birthday. I hopped in there and said it, but he looked like he was a little tipsy already, so he probably didn't see my message. Andrew Thomas for 10. Happy Saturday to the most beautiful nerd with glasses, Wicked, cute Kara, and Disparu. Are you excited for next year's Christmas special for Doctor Who, Disparu?
I am, just to see what abomination they're going to make Russell T Davies crap out next. Because there's only two ways it's going to go. Either he's going to double down and just be like, this is my last episode ever, I'm giving you both barrels. Or they'll force him to wrap up everything he's done and basically decanonize him. I'm interested in which one they pick. So, I think he's going to double down.
So weird. Since we're talking about Doctor Who, like, weird side note here. The Frankenstein movie, Jacob Elordi played the monster in the Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. But you know who was supposed to play? Andrew Garfield was supposed to play the monster, and they had the prosthetics fit for him and everything, and he dropped out like last minute. And King's advisors last night said that he's like, I wonder if Matt Smith had something to do with that, because they were really tight. And apparently Andrew Garfield like convinced him to step away from Doctor Who to do all these other projects that like flopped. He's like, so maybe Matt Smith got back at him and told him, oh, you don't want to take this Frankenstein role. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like probably not. That's just like a funny thing to say, but that just because of Doctor Who and Matt Smith, that just reminded me of that. And I don't know why Andrew Garfield backed away from that, because he hasn't really done anything. And I think he would have done a fantastic job in that role, because like his body language when he acts and everything, he's actually a good actor. He just hasn't done much lately. I know he did the one movie with Florence Pugh, but I don't think that went over well. But I just wonder why. Like, why would you turn down a Del Toro movie? And the Frank is like, it was such a huge production. So it must have been something big. I don't know. But I didn't even know he was friends with Matt Smith. I didn't know they were tight like that. I guess they were like roommates and they stayed friends or something.
That's cool.
It's weird. I don't think being an actor in something that flops really hurts your career unless you're what they're relying on to pull in viewers. And so,
he wasn't he like the best doctor according to a lot of people? Matt Smith, was he?
Yeah, but I don't think anyone would expect Matt Smith to pull people into movies then. Like, since Game of Thrones stuff, now they'll probably
House of Dragon,
now you're a household name. But I don't think anyone in American movies would expect Matt Smith to bring people in. He's just a good actor.
Yeah, I think he is. So like, I don't find him like attractive, but he's got like that charisma as Daemon in House of Dragons. Like, I don't know what it is. Yeah, Matt Smith. Wait, you muted. Hello?
Oh, okay. Sorry, it was me.
Yeah, yeah. I don't find
I
him
was
like
testing
attractive.
buttons to see if I could get rid of it.
Okay, I knew what you
No.
said.
Sorry.
Right in my mouth. I'm like, who, Matt Smith?
There is a way of doing it. I just don't know off the top of my head.
He's got that
Can turn it off.
charisma.
Yeah,
Like
you know,
he doesn't
like
have the looks. He doesn't have Hollywood standard looks, but he's got an air to him that
he has the riz.
yes,
Yes.
he's got the riz. He's like the same as like Benedict Cumberbatch. Like
Yeah.
he can be attractive, but he's not like your
I do not,
your
Ian.
normal societal attractive.
Ian says
When
this
he was
all the
doing-
time. I don't.
When he was doing Doctor Who, he did have quite the female following who said he was gorgeous. And I do wonder whether it is just like the kind of roles he plays draws them into it. So it's like the more they get to know him, the more they like him, whereas they wouldn't from across a bar go for him. There's also it's like if you have a weird face, that does kind of lend yourself to comedy, and I think his look in something like the Game of Thrones stuff also helps him because he does kind of look vicious. He looks like he could be in fights and come out the other side. So that's one thing that I think Hollywood's going to suffer with as they go for this kind of twink, boyish kind of look currently in Hollywood. You're going to struggle to find someone who can do like the next Die Hard. You're just going to run out of action heroes because what is it? Timothy Chalamet is never going to be an action hero.
They're trying
He
though.
could not
They're
do
really
Die Hard.
trying.
We need the next Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah, right. Like he wasn't.
Ew.
I mean, he was muscular, but he wasn't like Arnold or
No.
Stallone. But he still was believable as like the guy climbing through vents with his gun and ready to, you
That's
know.
what I think Glenn Powell could be.
Mhm.
Like he has that build to him, and like I mean, we just saw him in Running Man, and I don't think he was bad in Running Man.
I have to watch it. Did you like it? I have to watch that. I have to review it with Vara on Wednesday. But
It was
you know,
okay. It wasn't my favorite. I still prefer the original.
I have to watch that too. I'm gonna watch. We're gonna review both of them.
Ooh, okay, all right. I mean, I didn't dislike the movie. There was parts of it that I enjoyed. Like, but I felt like it was about like 20 to 30 minutes too long. It was just a long movie. And that's one thing I really struggle. Like I caught myself like looking at my watch. I'm like, okay, what time is
Ooh.
it?
Most women do mongoose.
I mean, you saw his bare ass in it too. I was
Did you?
okay with that.
I'm fine with that.
You
He
got
was
ass
topless
and
for quite a
abs.
significant part at one point. And like the scene kept going on, he's like, why is he still topless walking around this entire place?
That is for us. That is for us. You guys get the rest of the movie. We get like 3 minutes of him naked. And you know what? I'll take that. I will take that happily.
Maybe he took notes from what is it, Will Smith? Didn't you say Disparu that he's like naked
Oh,
and all?
yeah. There was a whole string of movies where Will Smith would get his ass out for no reason whatsoever. He's
And he
just
doesn't have a
randomly
good
in a
ass.
shower.
I've never seen.
I wouldn't be surprised if he put it in his contract. He's like, no, I have to get my ass out to do this.
I
role."
must moon
wants
the
to.
audience or no deal.
Yeah, wooing the audience. I think is definitely his comedic that he was going for. I don't think it's because he knew. I think he was very aware that he doesn't have a nice ass.
No junk in that trunk.
It's a little flat. It's
That's kind
flat.
of.
Think of
he
like
missed-
old school.
he
Like
needs
I'm
to do
pretty
some
sure we saw it
squats.
in old school. Yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah, that's so weird, but
But
all right.
it is true. Running Man should have been a 90-minute movie.
Yes.
And it had loads of scenes that just didn't need to be there. And if they'd been forced to make it 90 minutes, they would have cut all that stuff. There was a lot as the setup at the start that could have been way easier.
The setup in the start could have been faster, and I think the last like 5 to 10 minutes of the movie, like whenever you like the what did he go by? The Apostle, I think he went by the Apostle. Like that could have been trimmed down immensely. I think they really drew that part out, and that just annoyed me more than anything.
Yeah, it kind of has two endings, the movie, and I liked the second ending more than the plain ending, simply because the entire movie is about basically lying to people, computer manipulation, coming up with all this propaganda and news, and then right at the end, they lie to him in a video, and he just forgets that's even possible and just goes along with it. I'm like, this is the point of the movie, and your hero is just an idiot. So yeah, there's definitely problems with it, but it's not like a lot of the problems we've had in Hollywood so far. There's not really anything woke in it at all. It's you are talking about things that you either want expanded or cut out, and I like the action scenes that were in it.
Yeah, the action scenes were great. Michael Cera's little booby-trapped house was hilarious. I loved that. I loved his mom in that. Like, I laughed my butt off. And I agree with Gary some Worthington in chat that says Lee Pace was wasted. Like, Lee Pace is such a good actor. And I do think that, like, him having a mask over his face, like, I understand, like, the mystery of it all. But, like, I think of Lee Pace. I think of Lee Pace, his voice and how he projects his voice in Foundation. Have you watched that show?
No.
I've seen it, but I can't remember.
I love the way he speaks in that show. It's just, it resonates through you. And
okay, I do know him. Yeah.
Oh, he is fantastic, and like he's my favorite part of Foundation.
Yeah, he is the best bit.
Yes, and you definitely you see him in that show and how imposing he can be, and I didn't feel
the
that
bedroom
with
assassination scene.
Like, yeah,
that he is completely stalkers, but he comes across as like intimidating and powerful compared to assassins.
Yes, yeah. But
well, I wish I would have watched it. Sorry, guys.
You
guys can talk about it. I know. I'm late. I'm late to the party.
I did find it interesting. Like, my favorite bit was the booby-trapped house, and that was kind of the comedy bit. And that was more like the original movie that they tried to move away from. It's like it seems like if you'd taken that whole style and just, rather than remaking the book, remade the movie that everybody knows, then I think you would have come up with a far better. Because I think I gave it a 6 overall. I do prefer it to things like fair. Superman and what was it, Fantastic Four, but
look at me and Disparu agreeing with something. What the fuck is this?
Call the presses. Call the presses.
No.
But lost for words. How on earth can we agree? It's impossible. Although I can't remember disagreeing previously, as I've been drunk every time. Maybe that's the difference.
We'll get to that. Don't worry.
But it is interesting. It's like The Witcher, where they should have remade the games, not the books, because that's what everyone knows that essentially becomes the source material. Far more people know the Running Man movie than book.
Yeah, I need to read the Witcher books, but I feel like I asked. I don't think Kara was on the stream with Vara. Were you when I asked? You might have been when I asked like what you guys preferred, like if you were the game or the book, because you guys have both played the games and read all the books, and she said probably the games because there's more content there, like there's more hours and hours of it. So I can't wait to play the games and read the books. But
like I love them both for their own reasons. Like, because the games do stray from the books. But like there are like the foundation of the books and how it was laid out. Yes, the translations are a little wonky, coming from Polish to English. But there's still a whole world within them that you can't really. It's very difficult to put to screen, and so I still enjoy the books, but like I said, like the games are what really drew me into The Witcher. So.
Yeah, and just from a sheer popularity thing, that no one would have read the books if it wasn't for the games. It was those that popularized it.
Yeah.
And even the author, he sold the rights for basically nothing because he didn't think it would be successful. So this is a guy who didn't even have confidence in his own writing. And he actually sued them for more money.
Once it took off?
Even he was like, I should have got more money. I'm going to try for some.
And now they ignore him.
Well, yeah, because CD Projekt Red essentially said, we would win this case, you don't stand a chance in hell, we'll give you some money basically out of pity. And they just voluntarily gave it to him, and it's like, well, yeah. They made everything. And they have all the side quests and everything, which people like, actually has like moral decisions and stuff, something which is entirely lacking from the series.
Chat, one's in the chat if you want me to start the Witcher series books next week. I mean, games. I had
James,
one
do it.
sip of rum and I can't even speak now. I'm already messing up. What the heck?
Do it so I have something to listen to or watch while I'm working.
Yeah,
If you're gonna stream it in the morning,
it would be in the morning. So
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
I'm pretty sure I have all of them. So yeah, next week I'll start them and I'll mix between that and the Resident Evil because you know what? I'm gonna finish Revelations. I will take after Vara because she finishes games she doesn't even like. It's not that I hate this one, but so far out of all the Resident Evil games I've played, Revelations 2 is kind of getting on my nerves because you have to switch between characters and like the one girl, Moira, you have to switch to her if you want to use her flashlight to find something, and she doesn't like guns. And I'm like, you're being attacked by monsters and you just have a crowbar. Okay, she's traumatized by guns or whatever, but it's
It'll be more traumatizing to attack a monster with a crowbar
that's what I'm
than
saying.
pick up a
Like,
gun.
you'd think, but no, it's not that it's like bad, but it's just not my favorite. So I'll be okay with taking a bit of a break and also playing, a different game that I've been very interested in. So there was a bunch of ones in the chat. So okay, next week I'll start Witcher.
It's like the new Netflix show. Is it called The Last of the Samurais or something? It's basically Squid Game with samurais. The entire first episode of that is him being like, I've got PTSD, I don't want to draw my sword. But he's in a fight of like 200 people all around him trying to kill him, and he's fending them off with the thing. It's like, it's not actually that big a deal, is it, to just draw the sword and save
Would
your
you
own
rather
life?
die?
Yeah. I think you would immediately overcome it, and then you would deal with the consequences afterwards, rather than being like, I can't do this.
Your instincts would kick in.
Yeah.
You would think.
Like you'd probably have a little bit of shock in the beginning, which is understandable if you've got PTSD or like battle shock, whatever. But those fight or flight instincts will come in. They'll kick in very quickly if your life is on the line. So
Mhm.
you're either gonna run and defend yourself, or you're gonna fight and you're gonna make sure you walk out of there alive. So, and you'll, like you
Especially if you've
said,
got
you'll
the-
deal with the consequences later.
Yeah, especially if you've got the presence of mind to... He's defending himself all the time with the sword. It's just in the sheath. And I'm just thinking, there's not really any difference between the two, is there? Like, whether you're
No.
using a sheath or not. Because he
Whether
didn't have
it's sharp
PTSD
or
from
not.
killing people. He had PTSD of people dying and that were his friends. He doesn't know any of these people.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's
So
a good show so far, from what I've seen, though.
wait, which one is this again?
I think it's called, like, The Last of the Samurais or something. I've only
The
seen
Last of
episode
the
1.
Samurais. Okay.
Is it
Well,
Last
this-
Samurai Standing?
Oh.
Yes.
I've
I
seen-
haven't watched it, but I've seen it. Like I've
The
I've
first
seen
episode
that
is
it's
good.
like fully like made in Japan by Japanese teams.
That's
And I don't know how
interesting.
it's going to diverge, but the first episode, he's poor. He has to be. It's a BR. There's a secret group of people which have set it up with too much money. They're on a hill watching them fight because they're all rich and they want to watch the poor people fight. It's very, very copied.
Kind of makes me
Still
think
good, though.
of, did you ever watch the anime Hell's Paradise?
No.
No,
Oh,
like in the
I'm-
beginning of that one, there's like they're pitting all these like convicts and like thieves and bad guys
Oh,
that
that
have
sounds
been
interesting.
essentially like sentenced to death.
I
I'm
have
gonna write
seen
that
it.
down.
It is
Yeah, I remember like
it's
they get
good.
attacked by flowers or something. They have
Yeah,
to travel
well,
off to a far
they're
off land or something.
they're sent off to this island called Hell, and nobody has been able to come back alive, so they just keep on sending these convicts, and like whoever comes back with like the secret from Hell gets pardoned.
I have seen it. I
Hold on,
remember
I gotta write it down.
being
It is so good.
disappointed. There was
I'm opening up
basically
flashcards right now.
there seemed to be
Remind me.
barely any episodes,
paper.
and I was hoping there'd be more to the actual story because there was a lot of setup. They went there, it was cool. Never found out that much from what I remember.
Matthew says, "I wonder if we'll ever get Gary on the show." What are you talking about? I'm in Gary's office. Gary's here.
That's how it
Sorry, I'm
works.
writing it down.
It's like the
Yeah,
spirit
right?
of Gary has seeped into the
Well,
walls now.
technically, one time it was Kara, Gary, and Quarter Black that popped in the back and said hello. So I mean, does that count?
Kind of. Yeah.
Kinda. I
Oh,
just
my husband's watching. Oh no.
oh,
yeah.
no.
So he's what he says. The rich are trying to eliminate the old way of the samurai.
Oh,
Yeah,
Because
they
he's the
say
one
that-
who got me into Hell's Paradise.
Okay, I just wrote it down.
Yeah,
so
they
I
say
just
that right at the end of the episode is sort of the twist that actually they put it all and they knew who would go for the prize.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
It's
I
good.
I got my rum. I'm ready. I just started free
She can
written
have
though.
1 or 3
Finally,
sips.
Oh,
after
yes.
all of the like super chats trying to get Disbrew to start it, I'm on episode like 4 or 5. I like it. I like it.
It's a slice of life.
I
And
love
like
slice
it's
of
a
life.
slow burn, but it's so good. It is the best anime with handling a very overpowered character. It's been my favorite like portrayal of that.
And I heard that it makes liberals mad, so I'm like, sign me up.
Why
Let me
does it
watch
make
it.
liberals mad?
Because apparently, I mean, I've had like a tiny bit of it spoiled for me, not much to where
They
like ruins the whole
identify
show.
with the demons.
Yeah, they
That's
identify
why.
with the demons and like how she's
Oh.
like, get them out of here, and they're like, no, they want that's about illegals. And
They
she's like,
keep
no, but they're
saying that-
evil. Like they're evil. Get them out of here. Basically, I don't know the context because I haven't actually watched it yet. But a friend that finally got me to watch it like told me that they're like, yeah, you'll love it. It's really based.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's the same. That's the same problem they have with orcs and Starship Troopers, the bugs. They always identify with the evil people, and then they're like,
They
"It's a
do.
you problem." It's like, well, you're the one that decided you were this thing. No one else.
There's a whole line in the show that says demons learn how to speak the way of humans only to lie and manipulate, which is true. Like,
I mean, that's true in,
Yeah.
in like if you do real life as well, you know what I mean? Like they
Mhm.
imitate.
They
Yes.
evolved from creatures which were in the shadows, crying for help to lure people into the darkness,
Yes.
so they could eat them. And I do think if you watch that and you go, "That's just like me," that is, it says more about you than anybody else.
It's
So
true. Speaking of I shouldn't say speaking of demons, but like this picture looks a little bit demonic and breaking. Hollywood actress Cynthia Erivo is the new cover of GQ's Men of the Year issue. Because that's what
Now-
men want, guys.
well,
Mhm. Just in
GQ
case you
has
didn't know,
been a,
GQ's telling you what you want.
well, GQ though, Gentleman's Quarterly has been a magazine basically for women and gays for many years at this point. So it does actually fit their image. I don't know how GQ carries on. I don't know why anyone would read it at this point. I never met anybody that reads it either.
nope,
Yeah.
never bought one.
No, me neither. It used to be like I remember I for some reason I finished the book, so I'm not going to keep bringing up the Melissa Joan Hart book, but she was on the cover and she almost got fired from Sabrina because she did like a saucy shoot for GQ. And the whole reason she almost got in trouble is because they decided to use the name Sabrina, and it was in her contract that like, do whatever, because she was trying to break free of like, because she was like 23, 24 at this point. She wasn't
Mhm.
really a teenager, and she was trying to like break free, like I'm a woman, not this little teenager. And it wasn't that bad. And she had a movie coming out, so she was trying to promote that, but that's where she almost got in trouble for it because GQ decided to write, Sabrina bears it all or something like that.
Ooh.
And she's like,
It's
oh, whoops.
It's a standard coming of age thing. We used to have it where there would be like children's TV presenters, and when they
Oh, it
wanted
was
to move into
Maxim. I'm
full-on
sorry, you're
TV,
right.
they tended to do like a topless shoot just to be like, well, there's no going back. I'm in mainstream media now. There was also the girl from The Acolyte. I can't remember her name. She's been posting like thirst selfies. Just recently, there was the girl from Stranger Things has been posting herself in like Santa outfits and stuff. So it seems to be a very common thing that you want to. The way that you prove you're now an adult seems to just be
Thirst traps.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
also
I
kind
can't
of
do kid
weird
shows anymore, folks.
that they put her on there because it used to be like well-dressed men. I'm sorry, I did mix up Maxim and GQ, guys. But yeah, like
Well,
this
you
used
could
to have
you
like
could put
well-dressed
hot women
men,
on the
right?
cover.
Did they do
Well,
that?
it would
Or was
just
it
be
always
anything
men?
men like.
Oh, okay.
And this seems to be what they want men to like rather than what men like. Because there is the red carpet, and there was loads of hot women that
Yeah, I
nobody
got
would have
that.
cared if they were on the front.
Don't worry, guys. I got a palate cleanser for you.
Sydney Sweeney?
I found the entire start of the Hollywood Reporter thing where it goes
Like
through.
all of them, not just because you sent like clips.
It's got
like,
all the people from the red carpet, I think.
Oh, okay, put it in the private chat. I'll pull that up instead because I had like 3 different ones of a couple different actresses. Well, he does
it's
that.
the Hollywood Reporter's feed, so you'd have to scroll down a long way.
Okay. Well, here, just quick palate cleanser, guys. Boom.
There we go.
And Disru put that in the group chat. He was like, "She smiles."
Yeah, well, it's because the Stranger Things actress, just before this happened, She was on a red carpet and she was like pouting.
This one, I have it.
One of the photographers went, smile. And he's trying to help you. He's like, you will look better if you smile. She's like, you smile. It's like, well, I think Sydney Sweeney just proved that if you smile, it makes you look better.
Yeah, this, you guys can hear it, right?
Yeah.
It's like, that's your job, darling. Like,
It
the
is.
entire point is that you look good for the camera. And they tell you to get into poses because they know what works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It is a
Hollywood
very...
Reporter.
It's always been I don't really know why that's a hang-up or where it came from. That telling somebody to smile is somehow horrific. It just
I guess it
appears
depends
one
on the
day.
context, but it's kind of
Yeah.
stupid to get mad about it all the time. Like if a girl, and I had one time that I just like kind of gave a weird look to these guys at like a gas station. The sun was in my eyes, and I was walking, and they're like, oh, "You should smile," and I was like, I wanted to be like, "You should shut the f up," but I was just like, "The sun's in my eyes." That was my move. I would go like, "Go move along, leave me alone, scooch away." That was always my thing. Like
Piss
guys
off,
coming.
peasants.
I always
Be
did that.
gone.
Like when guys would, because I don't accept, ladies don't accept drinks at the bar. Like just don't. Like when guys would come to me and my friends like try to buy us drinks, I'd be like, no thanks. And they'd get like so mad that you didn't want, I'm like, it's like, we have our drinks. Thank you. I'd be polite at first, but then if they got like rude, I'd be like, like, go on now. That was like my move. Everyone's like, Amanda did the move. She did the move, guys.
Oh man.
Well, what am I supposed to do? I'm being nice, right? And then you just don't want to go away. So shoo.
Shoe fly, don't bother me.
Exactly. Okay, they posted a lot of stuff. Let me see if I can find it. You said it
It's
was in
down to
Hollywood.
November 14th. You'll suddenly hit a whole string of videos. I had to scroll a long way though.
And they have it all together at one point. Okay.
Yeah, they're all in one long thing. But yet there's been loads of Sydney Sweeney videos posted recently. Because she also did some what people Google about me. And she read them all down. And she went, and those are the PG ones, because I know what you search about me. And it was like, that's why
She said
people
that.
like, we've lived through years and years and years of women essentially dressing really scantily clad, and they're going, but you're not supposed to look at me. I'm doing this for me. It's like, well, you're on a red carpet. How for you is it if you're being photographed?
You're jiggling
Whereas
all
Sydney
over the
Sweeney
place.
is the only one who's like, no, because even the thing that she was doing the jeans, she's like, eyes up here, but it was a joke. But we've lived through all of that where it was like, basically an attack. It's like, no, I should be able to show them off so you can look. But if then I'm going to like punish you and like a kind of double dip on both sides. So I get to tell you off, but I also get the attention.
It's stupid. Oh wait, I passed. You said it was 14th. How did I pass it? Now I'm on the 13th.
November 14th. There's a whole load of them. It's physically impossible to miss. There's like 15 or 20 of them in a row.
I had the few up that you sent, like in the group chat.
No, it's if you're in the group channel, that's why you missed it.
Oh,
It's on the
I was looking
Hollywood
at...
Reporter's page.
No,
The
I
Hollywood
wasn't.
Reporter posted all of them.
Oh no, I'm in Hollywood Reporter. Maybe I just
Oh.
was waiting for it to like start like moving. I must have went by it.
There's like 15 videos in a row. I
What
don't
are
know
we
how you can do
looking
a
for?
posting.
Just more like the red carpet GQ.
Oh.
The issue is I can't link them because it's on the page, so I could only link them individually.
Okay.
Which would,
Sorry, chat. We're professional.
I can just
promise.
share the like. Oh no, I can't because it's in a different browser. So I'd have to scroll down anyway. I was like, no, even I can't share them.
It was probably like the first one, and I may have looked over at like chat while I was scrolling. I see SAG Awards.
That's always the best thing to do when you're searching for something. Look away from your screen as you go
Like,
past.
I'm multitasking.
I'll
when
just
I
sit
hear, when
here
I
and drink
there.
my wine.
Yeah.
That's
good.
that's the key to all multitasking. You just do multiple things badly. That's the key.
It's true.
I do that. Hmm.
What you doing, chat? How you doing? You
Well,
guys
I
having a
had-
good night?
I'll just pull up the ones that you put up because I'm like looking and I don't see it unless they like
Are
changed
you on
it.
the
in a-
Hollywood Reporter's profile page?
Yeah, the Hollywood Reporter. Yeah.
It's
Chat, let's
physically-
have a
like,
conversation, okay?
There's legitimately like 25 videos in a row. Now, I can't see them. I don't know where they are.
Here, I'll show you. You know what? You guys can scroll with me.
Scroll together.
What you
See,
drinking? I'm drinking a pink Moscato today. I need to go
Ooh.
fill it up.
See, I'll go all the way back up. I'm on the 14th, right? You said it was the 14th. It starts right. You guys are seeing behind the scenes stuff. This is the good stuff. Okay, here we go. 14 starts
Behind the
right.
scenes stuff, it's Twitter.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Scroll. You can scroll faster than that. There's a whole load of
this
big
brew will
red
catch it
GQ
with-
things. Scrolling.
Scrolling.
Scroll faster than that.
That
I
was
believe
that
in
was okay.
Not
What?
everybody has eagle eyes like you, dude.
I know, just I'm gonna
There's
go
like
cross-eyed
15
here.
in a row. We're not gonna miss them.
I'm gonna go
Are you
cross-eyed.
sure?
Yeah. Yeah, like the Hollywood Reporter tweets like a 13-year-old girl. There's probably a load on the 14th.
Jeez. That's a lot.
I had
That's
3.
too much.
Going.
I know, look at
Keep
that.
going.
Oh,
There you
Here we
are.
go.
I didn't get there yet. Look at 13th Disborough.
It's
You
the
were wrong.
14th. It
I
starts
literally
on the. I'm looking at what it says. The 14th.
I stopped right here. That's why I didn't find them. All right, well, here we go. Since we're already here, guys.
It's
Oh my
that is
God.
literal meme where there's a guy mining and then there's a load of diamonds right next to him. That's just what you did.
I
Ian
literally
so
I
forth.
13.
I wanted to say thank you to Ian because I never got it. He's put something in my kick. He like donated kicks or stomps or whatever they are, and I never got the notification for it.
You want to
And
know
so
why?
I didn't thank him.
Because he probably did it when you signed off. He's a little sneaky.
No,
He
I
does
was
that.
live. I just never got a
Ninja
notification
kicker.
for it, and I felt so bad. And I just wanted to say thank you because I hadn't seen you in chat since, and so I want to say thank you. I appreciate
Thanks,
you.
Ian. He does that to me though, because like since I don't get it, like sometimes my mods will be like, "Hey, Ian sent kicks," and then he like sneakily does it. And then I'll message him afterwards, like, "Thank you, I missed it." He's like, "No, you didn't. I did it after you got off."
What a butthead.
But thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so we
Even
got
Lizzo would have been better than Cynthia
yes.
Erivo.
At least she's like dressed like feminine, right? At least
Yeah.
she's trying. Shane,
trying.
she's down
is
to
trying.
500 pounds. Oh no,
Well,
she is trying.
Who was it? There was the comedian who has now deleted all her fat photos of herself after she lost all the weight. And
Is that the girl from Pitch
Um,
Perfect?
no,
She Australian?
Well, blonde comedian. I always forget her name.
It's something with Rebel Wilson.
No,
Is that her name? Oh,
I,
Paris Jackson.
Amy Schumer is chat saying.
yes.
Oh
Amy
yeah,
Schumer.
the other fat blonde one.
And her entire audience has turned on her because she lost weight, and now that's making them feel bad.
She's not funny anymore because she's not fat.
Well, it's not. It's not that.
Just kidding, I
It's
don't
that as long as they had somebody famous to be "you're just like me," it gave them an
Yeah.
excuse to stay that way. And when somebody proves that they can do it, it makes you like you don't have an excuse anymore, and so they attack.
Here you go, guys. I'll stop on the ones that I think you may like to stay a little bit
Stop
longer.
on the hot ones.
Stop on the hot ones.
It's
Boys
like,
and girls,
look-
please.
Yes.
look at what we could have had on the front cover, and instead,
I remember when Amy Schumer, like that whole whatever that Netflix special she had came out that made them to where you couldn't like rate things anymore. That got me so bored that I got up and started cleaning. Like I went into my natural habitat of cleaning the house because her comedy was so bad.
Is it the one where all she wanted to talk about was her dirty vagina?
Yes, I'm sitting there
Yeah.
like, okay, because like people were not, I wouldn't say hyping it up. It was before I was
What the
online, but
hell?
isn't that
yeah.
all? That's all of every joke she does seems to be about that.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
never
didn't-
seen
they
talk
made
about
fun of
anything else.
that on South Park, I think.
You can
They
do
did something
better.
like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think like honestly, like all of these people are probably better than Cynthia Erivo. To be
I would
honest.
take it any of them. Yeah.
Who's this from the ballroom? I don't know who that is, but she's got a pretty
I have
dress.
no idea.
Alex something.
Alex Earl?
Earl.
I don't know.
That guy
who-
forgot his shirt.
Just like button up. What the heck? It's a bit nipply.
That deep V.
This is a nice outfit. Here we go. This always I love how Disbrew always somehow becomes part of streams where we're judging outfits. Because I did this. This was like my second Wicked's World, and I had Blabs on, and we were judging like the Oscars
That's
or
the
something.
girliest
and
stream I've ever
but you
sat through
stayed,
and watched.
and you watched the whole stream and commented, and then somebody looked like you that was there. Were like, oh my gosh, Disbrew was at the Oscars.
It got really catty. It was
Well,
like,
we're
oh
girls.
look.
So his
that
favorite
dress,
thing.
doesn't it make her look fat? It was like,
He just didn't even try. He was like, you know what? I got invited. I'm just gonna show up. He's not even dressed up. But
yeah, he just
Still
walks
better.
in. He's just a random guy who got lost.
Oh yeah,
That's Winston from New Girl.
I love Winston. He's funny, but you know what?
Everybody needs a Winston in their life.
Better choice than Cynthia Erivo. And Kings rated. Thank you, Kings. Hello. Thanks, Kings. Hello. Yeah, there was a lot. Thanks. But to be fair, chat.
Back up. Who was that?
Simu.
Simu Liu. Never mind.
Go faster.
He's just taking some photos for his stock profile.
I love how there's just like that's it. Except for Sydney. Hold on, I'll stop sharing because you had that and I have that.
Well, Sydney, there's loads of videos came out about Sydney recently. She seems to have been on another press tour.
Another press tour.
She's got a good agent.
Well, there was also a Christie movie coming out, so I think a lot of it's coming from there.
Yeah.
But it's the kind of person where they don't really want to talk about Christie, they want to talk about her. And so there's loads of unrelated clips of her just doing, look at what you people Google about you, and no, it's not your boobs. It's like, well, is it not really?
You know what I would like to see her on? What podcast I would like to see her on would be, have you ever watched Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard?
No, but I've heard of it.
He's good. Chat. He is old country boy having to like adapt to Hollywood. Mm-hmm. But he's gone to he's married to Kristen Bell.
Oh yeah, I know. He was on Punk'd, right? With Ashton Kutcher. Yeah,
I think
I know
so. Yes.
Is. Yeah.
But he's you can tell that he definitely leans a bit more right in his views. And like they don't talk politics a lot on his show, which I like. But he will challenge people to think about situations like that they immediately like attack. Be like, well, why do you feel that way? Or what about this situation makes you instantly have that reaction? Like he'll do that, and I like that.
Like actually asking questions and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like usually like he'll have more like it's more even playing field. Everything is like it's just about like the person's life growing. Like I watched the one with him and Brad Pitt and it was great. And he's done quite a few. But they're worth listening to.
It's a good question.
What's it called
It's a good
again?
question when somebody says something like, why do you believe that? Because a lot of people won't have an answer. No. And that's how you separate the people between ones which actually have the opinion because it's actually their belief system and they've thought about it. And have just, everybody I know in this group thinks it, and so I'm going to say I believe it as well. Mm-hmm. Which I think is a lot
the
of
mob
Hollywood.
mentality. Yeah, absolutely. It's because you see that all the time. Like they just get angry, right? If you just question them, and people don't even come at it with anger sometimes. Like, you have to like, okay, so who do you support against this and this, whatever, like anything, just insert whatever you want. That's the opposite sides. And just asking them that question like offends them because they have to defend why they're picking, like, why are they voting for this president or why are they like pro this country and not this one. It gets them angry because
it can make them feel stupid because they don't have a reason, and so they attack you as a self-defense mechanism. And also there are people that make it like their foundation of their personality. They don't have a personality, so this becomes them. And so if you question it, you're now attacking their personal identity.
It's
and
true,
they have
though.
no other option but to defend themselves.
And like him, like I really enjoy listening to Dax Shepard. And then for the most part, I really like have you ever watched The Real Ones with John Bernthal?
No.
Oh, his is also a good one.
Kara's giving me lists right now.
Those are what I listen, like if I'm not watching like a gaming stream or something while I'm working, like those are what I put on. Like John Bernthal, like I feel like he leans a little bit, like he's definitely more center. And but he's one who will give like police officers a voice, like when all of that hate was going on against like defund the police and all that, he was like pulling like his friends that were cops and was just like, let's discuss this. Like he's that type of guy, and I like that too. I watched his interview with Shia LaBeouf, and he did one with Norman Reedus as well. And he's done done some with like ex-convicts and like felons, all that kind of stuff.
That's really interesting. I'm definitely going to check that out.
It's an
Um,
interesting thing that's probably going to happen. Netflix has been sending out loads and loads to all the agencies asking celebrities to do podcasts. And it seems that I wouldn't be surprised if nearly every celebrity is going to be setting up a podcast or something in the near future, because the streaming services are looking for things to fill when it's cheaper. It fills a lot of time. People listen to it as long as you get the interesting guests. And so compared to the cost of television, it's a massive easy
oh yeah,
content farm for them.
that's exactly
essentially, if
why
they get it
like
to work.
the good comedians. I think we had this conversation before, possibly even with Kara as well. Like why there's no good comedy movies because they just all have podcasts, like Shane
Yeah.
Gillis and like the ones that actually
Y-
don't mind making fun of people like comedians are supposed to, because you look at it like the cost to go make the movie and then for it to possibly flop, and these production companies being too afraid to let people that are going to actually speak their mind and be raw about comedy. So you got to worry about who's going to pick it up when like let's just do a podcast, like low production costs and we take all the money back. So
Yep.
makes sense.
Comedy is going to be offensive because it's challenging something, and it has to be, the audience has to be in on it, so they have to take it in the way it's intended, not the way that you could, like by the worst possible connotations. And the issue is, if the people currently in charge are always the ones that will take everything the worst way deliberately, well, how are you going to go to a Hollywood studio and go, yeah, we're going to take the piss out of woke people and you're going to give us millions to do it? It's like, yeah, but that's all of our entire employee base. That's all of Hollywood.
You're offending everybody.
Yeah, it's like you're essentially kicking the holy cow in the face. We can't let you do
Good.
that. And
Do it.
it's like with Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, they tried to say it was Trump and everything, but actually, when you read what Disney and Bob Iger were doing, they were protecting him from himself. He was going to go on stage and double down, and they're like, "If you do this, there's no coming back. We can't save you from that." And so they essentially pulled him away so he could have a career in the future. And yeah, if you're a comedian, you almost have to risk being cancelled. But I've gone to quite a few stand-up shows recently, and all of them started to make jokes, but you could tell it was more releasing anxiety to the audience that this is why I'm going to get cancelled. I'm not sure whether I can say this. Or they would make comments about how they thought the audience was turning against them because maybe I crossed the line. And it was just always on their mind. And you can't be funny if you're always like self-checking yourself and self-regulating.
John Durham, we're talking about like the woke people that don't want to like hire them and stuff. So that's why they do podcasts, because people will say like us that find them funny and actually do want to hear what they have to say. That's who watches them. Like the majority, I want to say the majority, especially these days, because people are getting so tired of just the left's nonsense that it's like they're pushing people not even to be conservative, but either to the middle or just away from them. They're pushing people away. That's what happened to me. I was never left. I just kind of like didn't pay attention to anything when I was a teenager. I didn't care. I was just living my life. But the reason why I ended up becoming more like on the conservative side was because of all these left people in my life, and I would see them post all these lies on Facebook and stuff. And then one day I'm like, this just seems so crazy. Like all the stuff about Trump. This was like when he ran the first time, and I decided to look into it. And I was like, wait, 3 seconds of like just a search and looking into it, I proved that they were all lying, and they kept just pushing the stuff. So it was actually the left that pushed me to like, I was not on their side, but pushed me the other way, because they're just they just live on lies, and it's crazy. I mean, no side is perfect. I understand why there's a lot of people that are in the middle, because there's problems with both, but the left is definitely way worse.
You also have that they've worked in Hollywood for years. They have a load of stories about the industry. They will have a lot of interesting things to say, as long as they can be kept on that path and not basically attacking the audience. So if they can do something that stays away from politics and stays on the industry topic, which you can do if you're in the industry and you've got all these friends which are willing to come on, then yeah, you can absolutely keep them on track about the industry and do something like that. I can't remember her name. Starbug actress. Like, she's had a podcast, and that's what she does. She just basically gets her friends to come on and talk about the industry and things. So it can definitely work. And for Netflix, they would need a far lower viewership on a podcast than a $120 million series. So
yeah,
you don't need the same numbers.
I understand why all of these like nostalgic shows like Boy Meets World, they have what's it, like Boy Meets Pod, and
Mhm.
Michael Rosenbaugh has his Smallville podcast. I totally understand why. I think even people from Sopranos, the kids, Meadow and Anthony Jr., I forget their names, their real names escape me right now, but they have a podcast that they do. I totally understand why they do that. Like that's really making the money. And the Office ladies,
Yeah.
people love their podcast, and it's been said that like they actually love what they're doing with the podcast because they had such a good time on the show, and it's not like there's no bad blood or bad memories. Everyone got along so well. So like what they're just reminiscing and getting paid for it, which is pretty cool. I actually have never weirdly I've seen clips, but I should listen to the Office ladies podcast because I loved The Office.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
I've heard
Or
it's really
listened
good.
to it.
Yeah. All right, let me catch up on Supers, guys. Sorry, we all went off a little bit there, digressed from topics, but that's why you guys love us. Mongoose gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Mongoose. Andrew Matthews for £2. Disprove, if your hubby has cancer, what must you do? What's that in
Cheat on
reference
him.
to?
Oh, the first
Is that
the
what she
first guy
does?
that comes up to you in a bar, cheat on him.
Is that
Yeah, this guy
all's
comes
fair?
up to her and he goes, he introduces himself and talk about the auction. And she goes, I'm married. He's like, I know. You're also only in town for one day, and I've followed you for a long time.
That sounds stalkerish. I've been following
Well, yeah.
you.
Well, he goes, well, she's a famous lawyer, but he goes, I have grew up with sisters, all these female relatives. I'm good at women. You should come to my room. And he walks off, and it works.
Was
And
it Kim
the
K?
excuse she uses is, my husband's got cancer. I'm like, surely that's more of a reason not to cheat on him. And it's like,
surely, but you know.
no, it's
It was Kim? Was it her character? Or someone else's?
Although she is the most evil cow in the show. There's a scene where this woman's talking about how she cheated on her cancer-ridden husband, and she's grinning. Kim Kardashian is. Like, it's the best news she's ever heard in her life. It's like, I can't believe you got with another fella. It's a horrific show.
Oh my god.
It sounds awful. And well, we'll be reviewing. Well, Disparu's reviewing every episode. I'm contemplating whether I just want to watch Disparu's videos to catch up on it, or because that will be more entertaining.
Form your own. I'd say just form your own opinion.
That's true, though. I should.
Disparu does have bad takes every once in a while. I mean, most of the time.
He's like, says you. He's gonna get mad. No, I'm kidding. Here we go, guys.
I just enjoy laughing at the show. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I'll watch it so that like it's we can review it when it's all over. Market Reality, thank you for the 5. I just watched Primitive War. It was stupid and kind of campy, but I really enjoyed it. 85% audience on Rotten Tomatoes. Highly recommend. Primitive War. Did that just come out?
No. Oh, maybe on streaming or something. It was in the cinemas quite a while ago, but it had a really limited release, so I couldn't even see it.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mark. Ed Song for 5. Thank you. Cavill has T-Rex arms.
But they're thick.
They're thick. There's a difference. Mark Reality for 2
arms.
says, hi, Kara.
What's up, Mark?
Thank you, Mark. Justin Martins for 5. Did you know a pecan pie costs $4.50 in Jamaica, but $6 in the Caribbean? Those are the pie rates of the Caribbean.
I feel like we should all be ashamed of that one.
Okay, but now I want pie.
You want to know? This is probably going to be in discussed, but it's not bad. This is actually a pecan pie rum. Thank you, Tara. It's good. It's like it doesn't. I was afraid to try it the first time because I'm like, this is going to be like sickeningly sweet, but it's not. It's rum, and it just has like the tiniest hint of like the pecan, and it's not bad.
Tara Crystal sent that to you?
Yeah. Do you have it too?
He sent me this shirt.
Me too. I have one of those.
Lines from this winery.
Yeah.
Winery.
I knew Disparu was going to make a face, but no. It's actually not bad.
I always think flavored alcohol drinks are for people that don't like alcohol.
Yeah.
Cheating. You should suffer with the rest of us.
No.
You would like that better than wine.
Why would I suffer whenever I can cover it with great tasting like sweetness?
The next time I see Disparu, I'm going to have him take a shot of this and see what he says. Because if he goes, okay, that's not bad, I'm be like,
I actually have more of a problem with you calling it pecan and not.
Well,
pecan.
I'm from north, not south. It's
pecan.
It's pecan. Thank you, Kara.
Pecan.
Thank you.
Sorry, I don't hate myself. I will continue having my sweet wine.
She chose violence. Jason Webster said, remember for 21 months. The problem
Just
with
got
Del
the taste
Toro's
buds of a child.
Frankenstein was no Igor. Sorry, Igor. I was sad about that. He roams around Dark Universe at Epic, which I need to go back. I went once and I enjoyed it, but it's like really pricey. So I'll go back at some point. But yeah, That would have been cool to have him on there. But Del Toro you watched it, right, Kara?
Oh yes, I
It was
loved
so
it.
good, wasn't it? I don't have the book on me right now, but I did just get the book. It was just sent to me. Thank you again to Tara for that one. And I'm reading the novel for the first time. I'm
Yeah.
like,
I've
I'm
never
on.
read the OG. I've
It's
played a
good.
game called The Wanderer, Frankenstein's Creature. It's a
Oh,
really beautiful, like hand-drawn narrative about
ooh,
Frankenstein.
ooh! I have to check that
I
out.
can't hear the words "The Wanderer" without thinking of Diablo 2. The initial trailer is always like "The Wanderer." I love that initial intro video to Diablo 2.
Jason Webster for the Australian 5. Kara has entered a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. You've entered the saucy zone. She's been in the saucy zone in person because she's hung out with all of us in person and gotten. Well, I don't know if you've gotten saucy with this room, but definitely with me and X-Ray.
I'm trying to think. I was a little drunk whenever because we picked you up. My husband was the DD. I was in the front seat. You were in the back seat, and I think I was like turning
And I
around
thought you were
yelling at you for
driving because I'm
something.
used to English cars.
She's
The
all
driving
drunk,
seat's
just
on the
like-
wrong side.
The Jabroni for 5. My family's mad at me because I got my brother-in-law's wife pregnant. Jabroni!
That's probably coming up in All's Fair as well, to be honest.
Probably. He knows he got a script.
Everything else has. Like, a guy brought another woman into the bedroom and the wife ran off with her. There's been loads of stuff. There's a woman just randomly yeets herself off the top of a building for no reason whatsoever.
Okay.
Wow.
While you go through soups, can I go get a refill real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll be right back.
I'll save anything that's for you.
Cool.
Saw has been a member for 13 months. Hi to the beautiful Wicked and the sweetheart Kara and Redcoat Disparu. Why did the boat blush? He saw the ocean's bottom.
How
Okay, that got a chuckle.
how did we end up here?
It's what happens in this chat now. It's not even just Saucy now. My gaming streams, everything is hit with dad jokes. It consumes my
Maybe
life.
it spread from your gaming streams then.
No, I think it started on Saucy. I think you may have started it too. It was you or Corey.
How
I'm
did
blaming
I
you
start it?
because you do. I mean, you do say dad jokes sometimes. You like, or at least jokes that your dad told you a long time ago, which definitely qualifies as a dad
He
joke.
always
then.
used to tell them as stories as well. So the moment he started to tell a story, you knew a joke was coming, but you just had to sit through the setup. So where I was walking down the street. So, oh, here it goes.
Mongoose, thank you for the 5. I watched all 6 episodes of Last Samurai Standing, and the action choreography is awesome.
Yeah, I just checked.
Actually,
It's
reminds me to write that down.
only got 7 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes so far, but it's at 100%. 95% audience, although again only 50. So it may not be successful. There doesn't seem to be a volume of reviews. But I definitely like the first episode from what I saw. I agree with one of the reviews, though. It takes up until a certain fight when I'm like, oh, I'm into this. It starts off well, then there's a bit of a lull. And then the episode ends really strong.
Well, I wrote it down. I'm adding that to my list. Mark Reality for 2. What is a magazine? It's this ancient scripture that people used to read that made fun of celebrities. Now we have the internet for that.
It's like a website that doesn't update. It's a horrible invention.
It's awful.
For backward savages. When
Black
you put it like that, though, Cynthia Erivo kind of fits.
This one's for you, Disparu. You want to read it?
How dare you bring a peasant to this penthouse? If you do it again, they will be leaving through the window.
Is that from All's Fair?
No, it's Robin Hood. And I think the quote is something like, If you bring another peasant into this penthouse check, I will throw her off the balcony myself.
Is that what started your obsession with roof and balcony throws?
No, I've always said I yeet her off a bridge. I've always done that.
They took it from you.
It did get worse when I found out the word defenestrate means to throw through a window. And I'm like,
who are
how
you
often
yeeting off a bridge?
Anybody and everybody that annoys me. It's a standard thing. I would yeet him off
That's
a bridge.
his thing.
But yeah, I like that so many people got thrown through windows that like, we're going to have to make a name for this. This needs a special word.
Just
That's how I feel anytime I'm in a room with you.
Maybe Millie is identifying as an Englishman, in which case it would be pretty horrific to make her smile.
Oh.
Well,
Aw.
oh. Ian, thank you for the 50. Millie can't smile since she was in Enola Holmes with the absolute moose Henry Cavill.
You mean hunk?
What complete bait and switch again? Everyone uses Henry Cavill as the bait and switch in movies. It's like, yeah, we know you would see this for Henry Cavill, but we're gonna have him as a side character for someone insufferable along the way.
Thank you.
Apparently,
Ian.
she has earned an absolute fortune off those movies, though.
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't watch them. Southeastern Kaiju, Wicked, I'm taking 10 points away from your house for mispronouncing pecan. No, I'm from the north. I pronounce it correctly. It's not pecan. Wait,
Not
Pecan.
pecan. No,
Pecan.
pecan.
It's not pecan. It is if you're
Pecan.
from the north. It's pecan or pecan. I'm not from the south, and I'm not sorry. It's
Don't be
pecan.
sorry.
Okay, topics. We have them. Let's get
do.
to it. So
Vines.
what are your guys' thoughts on Vine coming back? I liked it when it first launched, but it's the former CEO of Twitter.
Can you imagine being Twitter, having Vine, and being like, this just doesn't work, and then seeing TikTok take off?
Mhm.
I
It's
know.
like, I never really knew why it was cancelled, because I used to see Vines everywhere. They were always going viral, and then like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're ending the service. It
I knew
seemed
one
popular.
person who got famous off of Vine. He was actually, whenever I lived in Greenville, North Carolina, he was one of my tenants whenever I ran an office building. And that's how he got his start was Vine. And like
Really?
him and his wife would do like music stuff, and it really took off.
Yeah, I remember Vine being big, and then like all the creators, like a lot of big YouTubers now started on Vine.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them I didn't even like recognize them from Vine because I just kind of would browse it a little bit. I liked Vine more than TikTok. I don't even go on TikTok anymore. I don't have TikTok. I got rid of it a while ago because it just, I don't know, just
That's
not for
time
me.
suck.
There was
Yeah.
guy called Harris Haller, almost the exact same story that you said. He was also did music with his wife. Then
I know Harris.
he started to do advice for Twitch kind of streaming and
Mhm.
stuff. He's where I got those lights. He recommended those lights in one of his videos, and I thought they looked cool. So
I worked with
I put 'em
Harris
up-
at DreamHack because he was one of our guests for the stream studio. So yeah,
Oh.
I know about Harris. He's
Yeah,
a
so-
very knowledgeable guy.
well, he started on Vine. There's been and because when Vine died, a lot of them just moved over to YouTube and
Yeah.
was successful there
Mhm.
as well. So I can see why they want to bring it back because they've now seen TikTok. Their problem is they lost their advantage. They lost all their audience.
Yep.
And why would anyone move from TikTok to Vine? It just
No, and the
platforms
thing,
get critical mass and then they kind of stay there.
and they're not allowing AI generated content, which I'm fine with because listen, you guys know how I feel about like AI as a tool. Sure, fine. No problem with that. But the videos creep me out a little bit, especially like stars that are dead now. Like Zelda Williams had to actually make a public announcement asking people to stop sending her videos of Robin Williams, her dad. Like that it had to have been really bad for her to have to
That's
actually
just
make a public.
weird.
It's just
Like-
weird. Just like, oh, you miss your dad. Look at this video that I made of him. Like, what is wrong with you? People are just sick in the head. I don't, but
Well-
it is weird. Like, there's videos of like Michael Jackson stealing chicken nuggets from McDonald's and stuff. And I'm like, what the heck? And it kind of looks real. And but you obviously, it's not because like, but that's what's the scary part is that some of it looks real. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's very,
Don't
Yeah, it's
like AI
morbid.
content.
I don't
Yeah, it's
mind
morbid.
AI stuff when it's used for I have an idea, I have the creativity, but I can't make the visuals because it'd be too expensive. And so we were watching FNT. There was a load of memes that were set up as like
The
Disney
Pixar.
stuff. Yeah, they were all jokes, and it's like without AI that never would have happened because he wouldn't have been able to make. He had the joke, but he didn't have the ability to make the videos. And I think what I don't like is the automated stuff. Is like make me a video that's funny, and then you just end up with some random AI crap.
yeah, slop.
But when it's a human idea being created in AI and they're all the creativity, it just can't do the pictures. I think that's fine. I see that like Photoshop.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
more than-
I agree. I feel the same about that, but because I also think that true artists will never be replaced because they're very, especially if you're good. Like if you're like fantastic, like Kara's husband, very good. Jeremy's great at his art. And there's a lot of YouTubers that that they're just great at what they do.
Craftsmen never go. What they move into like the elite custom area. So you can still get handmade furniture, but it's more like the expensive, fancy stuff rather than your mass-produced for everyone else. I just need a table as long as it stands, kind of thing. I think
Yeah.
that's where art will be.
Like
If you
the
want something
Amazon stuff.
very specific, where you can talk to them, it's for a major project, and you want something very exact that you can have reworked, it's where you need a human.
Yeah, but there's also going to be those people that are like, "Hey, I'm this great artist. Look at what I can do." And then they just turn around and use AI tools and they don't actually have the talent.
hmm
And that's one thing that I worry about.
Yeah. I can pretty
I-
much tell, at least for certain cases, when something's like heavily AI, especially if it's more like cartoonized, I guess you could say. Like if they're trying to make it look cartoony, you can kind of really tell when
And
it's
then
done
there's
with
on
AI.
the other side of that coin is where something is actually very good and they're like, "No, that's AI."
Yeah, I remember
Seems to be
it was
happening
on
a
your
lot.
post that Jeremy
Yep.
made, right? The people
Yep,
were like
he did.
attacking you, and I was like, you couldn't tell, like what? Like you could tell that
Yes.
it was hand
My
drawn.
husband did a fan art of something. They're like, "That's totally AI. Like, look at this rendering. This is an obvious sign of AI." I was like, "No, that's actually just his art style." Like,
I've
sorry
It's
seen
that
just people hating to
artists.
hate. They're miserable.
I've seen artists where they keep a recording of them filming, of
Yep.
them doing it, so that they have all the intermediate stages, so everyone believes them, because it's happened so often to them that
Yeah.
they get accused of being AI,
It's so
especially
And
if
that's
you're
one
really good at
thing,
shading.
like, that people are going to be requiring, like, with, like, Rippaverse right now, we're doing an art contest called Rippafest. And as one of the, requirements for the art contest portion of it is, like, we want, like, step by step. Like, we wanna see, like, the proof that you've actually done it. Like, that this
Hmm.
isn't just because there's no AI. And, like, a friend of mine, she also did an AI contest. Like, she's like, "I want like, if you're going to do this digitally, I wanna see, like, the progress of it." And then, with, traditional work, she wanted proof, like, pictures, all that kinda stuff.
Yeah, I
It
think
sucks that they have
I
to do
think
that, but it's also good that they are, so that people can't cheat.
Yes.
yeah, I think people will come up with essentially steps to ensure if they want human stuff, they get human stuff, and then I think you'll end up with some kind of price range of things. You get the same thing with logos. You can get a logo off Fiverr, or you can spend thousands on a guy to do a logo for you. I think you'll end up with the same thing in art. You'll have people trying to pass off AI stuff as their own, but you'll also have people who's like, no, this is AI. I'm just really good at it, and then that'll be lower down the pecking order, and you'll also get it a lot faster. So there is
I've had a few
advantages
things
to
done
it.
from
Not
Fiverr.
everything needs a person to make it. Thumbnails.
No.
If a lot of people could just make a thumbnail, it's not that big a deal. It doesn't need all the creative stuff that you may if you want art
I think
for a
it's
background.
okay as a tool,
Yeah,
not a
exactly.
replacement.
Exactly.
Like right now, like yesterday, I've got like 200 games that I'm in the process of like setting up to sell that I had previously gotten whenever I was working at Limited Run Games. And so I've got 200 games that I'm needing to price and write descriptions for. Now I've already done all the pricing and I did all the photos and everything myself, but with the descriptions, I'm actually using AI as like a tool to be like, "Hey, this is this game. It's sealed. It's on this platform. Write me a 2-sentence description of what it is with
Yeah.
a bullet point
Mhm.
of the genre and the age rating and like where it's from."
That saves you time. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah. And it's, and you even see it like people trying to if they're trying to explain something, because some people for some reason they maybe take to it more when you put like, okay, you see them asking it in chat gpt to explain a point that they're trying to make, and then like
Oh,
some people
Shad pulled up a Twitter post the other day, and it was like 1,000 words. Like, just summarize it for us, Grok. It'll be better.
TLDR.
just throw that in Grok, please.
I'm sorry you feel that way, or congratulations.
Listen, I
Well,
don't
it's
have
not as
time
if
to
you
read a
could
Russian
complain.
novel.
It was a
Okay.
pro AI piece, so it's
Yeah.
like, we're using your tool against you.
Yep.
Oh man. And you know what? Like I should have brought this up when we were talking about Cynthia Erivo, but now this reminds me, not in any bad way, because you guys know I love X-Ray and Kara, but when I saw this, that's who came to mind for me, that like who would like have each other's back like this. Did you guys see
I'll fight a bitch.
Cynthia
I know what you're
when
talking
the
about.
woman ran up on her.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
so Cynthia Erivo protects Ariana Grande from someone running onto the carpet at the Wicked for Good premiere in Singapore. This is
Imagine how
actually
dangerous she'd
scary.
be if she ate something.
I know.
Props to Cynthia.
I know. I
my
don't.
She was there
first
before
instinct-
security.
That's what I mean.
My
Like,
instinct, like, was holy crap. Like, her instinct really kicked in. Like, that was her protection instinct, and like, good for her.
yeah, like I don't like her. I don't like her as a person, whatever. But like this shows, like it's like she's a good friend because she, like, it's
Yes.
like just said she was there before security. Let's pull it back for a minute.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the whole thing.
You would imagine there'd
Here,
be a
I'll mute it and let
security
it keep
guy
playing.
on the on this side of the camera out of the frame. There should also be one right behind them that you should have just been able to walk
Mhm.
forwards and push them, but he
Seriously,
was there a long time before. And
that's why
and
people
it's,
like
it's
Angelina
like the Twitch
Jolie.
thing with
Yeah,
Emaru.
Emaru.
It was a case of the length of time that takes security to get to where you are. They could do anything to you in that time. It would be over if they had like bad intentions.
Yeah,
I mean, X-Ray Girl's done. What did she do? Like Muay Thai, or she's done fighting before.
she will
I know.
She will go kung fu on you. Okay.
But I mean, I don't like all of the PR stuff and stunts that they're doing. But good on her for
But you know-
her instinct to protect her friend.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
it was instinct. There wasn't enough time to have thought through what to do, and that was just first reaction.
Yep.
Yeah. Imagine if she ate something.
Well, yeah, it's like she's trying to pull her off, just doesn't have the strength at that point.
Who do
Yeah.
you think would like get to you first if something were to happen like that? Me or X-Ray?
I don't know. It depends on who the person's going for. Because I think you both would be very fast. So if someone was coming for you, X-Ray would jump in, and if someone was going for X-Ray, you would jump in. I think you guys would both have just like that quick reaction.
Sometimes. I'm kind of a wimp. I can be. Like, my husband is in the chat and he knows, like, I don't have a lot of like instinct whenever somebody like jumps out at me.
So are
I'll
you
kinda
one of those?
Well, that would be
the
that could
wives,
be
like,
the
I
play
see-
though. You
I
run in, and then your husband runs in to guard you, and then
Well, there you go.
deal with it.
Well, I've seen like the like memes where it's like my brain cells when my husband's around. So is that you, Kara? Or there's it's like do 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 do, and he's like, okay, checking the exit, checking this, like, and he's like very aware, and the woman's just like do
Oh,
do do do.
I love that TikTok. Yeah,
Yeah.
He's like a military exercise coming down the left. Got to keep an eye on him. Car coming out that way. Don't do this.
My husband's a vet, so that's
Okay, so he's
He go-
definitely like that then.
Yes.
Okay.
he's the type of person who does not like to he likes to have his back against a wall and wants to see what's going on.
Yeah, I've got a couple friends like that. It's kind of just like the man instinct, but if you've definitely served, it's even more so.
Well,
I have a lot of family
There's
that
also
served as well.
people, where the women will be like, when I'm on my own, I concentrate, but the moment I'm with my man, I shut off and just assume that he's got it. So
Oh no,
I
I'm
do
one of
that when
those.
I was-
I still
wait,
like
so-
to be aware.
Does that mean that X-rays like my man? I shut off, and she like makes sure I don't spill on myself, and that my ice cream doesn't run down my arm. Well, it's true. Okay, speaking of that, this article, I seen Disparu comment on it. I didn't even put this in our group chat, but you commented on it, so I'm like, I'm pulling it up on Saucy because this was
I've seen this. This every so often comes around, like the
so
unpaid labor.
man keeping is why more and more women are done with dating. Managing his stress, interpreting his moods, holding his hand through feelings he won't share with anyone else, all of it unpaid, unacknowledged, and often unreciprocated. It is any wonder women are fed up. This is the dumbest thing I ever heard. So it's just like being a good partner is just tiring now, apparently. So
I'm
you
sorry,
women deserve to be alone
relationships
then.
And what
Like-
entails in a relationship is too much to handle.
That's
Like
insane.
interpreting
to me.
his moods. Like, I think we've all seen the meme where they're in bed and he's staring off to one side, and she's like, "I wonder what he's thinking. It's probably when I did this," and he's like,
He's probably thinking
"So,
about other women. He's thinking
Yeah,
about like
who would
RuneScape
win
or
in a
something.
fight between Batman and this?
Yeah.
I'm
it-
hungry. What do I want to eat in the morning?
Yeah, And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're probably misinterpreting his moods. It's probably not that. He's probably already told you what it was, and you just didn't believe him, and now you're
Yeah.
doing extra work for it.
Yeah, this
You're-
just
he- my husband says he goes into his nothing box where like just not thinking about anything. Like that is a possibility as well. That's what he calls it.
which
It's
is
a
good
nothing
for
box.
you. Women, we don't know that.
No, we
have
don't.
tabs open. We're like this Rue's computer, okay? We have multiple tabs open daily all the time.
Mhm.
But also unreciprocated. If we want to talk about stress, moods, and feelings, who do you think has more of those in a relationship, the bloke or the woman? It is
Exactly.
a case of he's definitely doing this. He just wouldn't be talking about it to you. And managing his stress, his feelings he won't share with anyone else. Isn't it far more common for women to complain that the guy just acts as if he
Isn't
doesn't
opening
have the
up?
feelings?
Yeah.
They're like, no, I really wish he'd cry in front of me, and all the blokes like, no, you don't. You don't want that.
No.
This is so sad because I'm a big, I guess advocate for men's mental health because it gets pushed down, especially lately, like in these times, like you're not allowed to, like men just like aren't allowed to stress, they aren't allowed to talk. I don't want to say talk about their feelings and get all sensitive, but you know what I mean? Like if something's like actually heavy on them, they gotta just shove it down, which I get some men do that, but like in certain senses, like your
But
part.
they don't shove
who
it
you should
down. They're
be-
just men. Like,
Well,
this
yeah,
is
but
what
you
men
should be
are.
able to
They
talk to
deal
your
with stuff.
partner about it. So this is so
But
stupid.
no, men don't deal with that kind of stuff by talking about things.
Not
the
always,
entire
no.
therapy institution isn't really a bloke thing. Men kind of compartmentalize stuff and move on. If you keep dragging stuff up and making them relive it and talk about it's kind of a torture to men. It's not. We deal with things
I
entirely separate ways.
don't agree with that. I
Well,
do think
of course you
therapy
wouldn't.
is good, like especially for those who have actually endured hardships and those who have been out in the field or who have like been through traumatic things. It is good to talk through those things because if you're randomly having a bout of rage and you don't understand why, like talking to somebody about that could actually explain, well, what were you doing at this time? Like, did something kind of spark a memory? Or like, it is good to talk about that, especially
Yeah,
for those who have been through traumatic situations.
like that.
I say
Yeah.
as somebody who's married to a veteran, a combat veteran.
Yeah, because
So,
I the reason I say like I am an advocate for men's mental health, and especially in that sense, you're talking about like vets, because a lot of vets take their own lives and everything because of everything
yes.
going on with them, and
Yeah,
so
but
those are
the
the ones
argument is
that.
always, if only men were more like women, then they
Well,
wouldn't
no,
do
I
it.
wouldn't
And
say
that's
more
exactly
like.
what it is. If only they felt all the stuff, if only they talked about their feelings more, if only they opened up
I
more.
think that's an ignorant take. Like, I think
Yeah,
that
as a woman, you would think that. You would be thinking, well, no, this is what works for me. Everyone should be
Well,
more like me.
I
It
think
makes
there's
sense.
a
But
difference
people are
between.
entirely different. The sexes are entirely different. They come at things
they
from
are.
entirely different roots. And so one set of therapy wouldn't work. Now, I'm not saying therapy as an idea, but the therapy that would work for men would be different than the therapy that works for women.
Yes,
And all the
absolutely.
therapy has been
Yeah.
homogenized into talking about your feelings in a
Well,
very
yeah,
feminine
there's a
way,
difference
when it should probably be
between.
way more specialized than it is.
There's a difference between being like you're just sitting there crying all the time and being super emotional like a woman. No, not like that. But like if something's on your mind, maybe not. I'm not really big on therapy, to be honest. Like personally, I understand why other people do it. But
I'm the same way.
in this sense, like what I'm saying is your significant other is who you should be able to talk to if there is something on your mind that you want to let out. And there's some men that just like, like that's they won't do it, but like I don't know. It's society is
Sometimes
kind of like you
it's
just can't do that at all, but you should be able to do that with your significant other. And if you can't, this is why some of them won't, because of dumb girls like this. Like
I actually don't think that any of this is even what they're saying. I think they're dissembling to come up with a reason why them not dating isn't their fault.
yeah,
I think
you're
that's
right.
really what it is. It's actually
Nobody wants me, and it's because
and
I don't want to
when they're
deal with
like,
you.
no, I don't even think it's that. It's like, we're not dating. It's like, okay, so you're not in a relationship. Are you shagging a load of blokes though? What do you mean by not dating in the first place? And it is always easier. It's like there's some people, they'll cut their hair off. They'll make themselves look as bad as possible. It's like, look, you're not
Yeah.
rejecting me. I made myself this way, so I'm the one
Mhm.
who's rejecting you by making myself as ugly as possible, kind of thing. There's lots of reasons for it, but I think whenever somebody is coming up with really long-winded excuses for something, it's I think there may be a lack of accountability on their side.
I also do agree with what Ian's saying, because yeah, some men are stoic, and there is nothing wrong with that. But
Mhm.
the ones that
That's
do want
true.
to talk, I think. But there is a difference between ones that may be super overly emotional and they're crying to everybody. Because I've had friends like that where it's like, honestly, right now, I don't know if it's all the microplastics or what, but the young men are getting too much estrogen in their system these days.
Yes,
Well, it's
they are.
the forever chemical. The
Yeah.
pill can't be filtered out of water. It stays forever. So it is very weird that there was lots of stuff. My favorite was always, it's turning the frogs gay. And he actually wasn't wrong. Frogs can essentially change gender. If there's too many women or too many men, the hormones change and frogs change gender. And so if you have a load of like hormones, you entirely change the ecosystem. I think it is one of those things where in the future, people will look back on what we're doing in stuff like that and be like, these people are insane. Like, we look back on putting lead and asbestos and everything. I think they'll look back on our same chemical composition.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Ian and Herds. Guys, get a room. Oh
They're
my
flirting
gosh.
again.
They're flirting again. I'm telling Raider. I'm kidding.
Alan Monkey hate clean.
Oh my god.
I see that hurt.
Ian, you're busy. Sorry. I don't even know where to like segue now after that. Oh, this. Here you go. You get another female's opinion on this just for you. Put this in the group chat. Do you think this is cringe, Kara?
Okay.
Monster Energy is set to release a new female-focused energy drink called Flirt with 4 flavors late Q1 2026. Berry Tempting, Guava Lava, Strawberry Fling, and Sunset Squeeze.
Are
like,
they wanting it to be like the next like lolly drink, or
It's an energy drink. I don't know. It's Monster, but for female. So for Kelly instead of Kyle.
taste good?
Well, has a woman ever looked at Monster and gone, that's too masculine, I'm not drinking that?
No.
That scares me. There's a rip in it. Okay.
And that can looks like it was designed by a 3-year-old.
It does.
It's a horrible design.
That like
See, now that needed AI to create it.
Is gonna make me think it's like a bubbly, not an energy drink. I wouldn't think that would be an energy drink. So I wouldn't go for it. I want something that's gonna say you're gonna stay awake all fucking night.
So she wants a Monster with the rip in it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I actually didn't think about that, but yeah, the graphic design on this, it makes me think that it's like a sparkling water.
Yeah, it's too feminine to be an energy drink.
Yeah. Good job, Monster. Flopped. So not even
You've over-feminized your feminine drink.
So
You
women
have,
are
that is possible.
You're gonna get some like old lady like, oh, look at this pretty bottle of berry water, and then she's gonna be up all night. So I don't know. Yeah.
It's a
Oh.
strange selection of tastes. Like, so you got Tempting, Fling, and Squeeze, which are all kind of the same. Then you got Lava.
Lava.
Like, that sounds like a Monster one they just didn't actually make a drink for.
The only Monster I ever drink is like the white sugar-free one. That's it.
I've had that one. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I usually just go for coffee, but in a pinch, if I don't have like I think if I pick, I usually go for like Celsius now. And me and
that's what X-Ray always drinks.
Yeah, it's my fault. We were all hopped up on those when we were on our road trip.
Oh, that's your fault.
That's my fault. It is.
My issue with them is once I start escalating in them, it becomes the new normal. And so I just try and stay off. Like, I'm fine with coffee. If I start drinking Monster, I will just move up.
I'm not an energy drink person. I will have I will have my hot mocha latte in the morning and I'm good. That's all I need.
I have a mocha latte if I am like out. At home I just drink black coffee, but I do like getting a mocha if I'm out because some places you go to, like, it doesn't taste like, for me, like, I need something in it because it's not going to taste as fresh. I've kind of turned into a coffee snob because I grind my own beans now, and yeah.
You need to come back to my house because my husband got me a big nice like espresso machine for Christmas last year.
Yes,
and
I'm
is
coming.
Like my baby.
Like,
I make a hot mocha latte every single morning. It is spoiled rotten.
Good. Hold on, I had to like read this name first before I went. Let's go. See, man. Customer, waiter, why is there a fly in my soup? Waiter, don't worry, sir. This comes with no extra charge.
Not the one I've heard. I've always heard, I think it's the backstroke, sir. Like, what is this fly doing in my soup?
Biggie Smalls a Biggie Mazza Smalls, sorry, for 2. Give us back Disparu so he can play Arc Raiders.
How are you
Well,
liking it?
Yeah,
I haven't
how
been
are
playing
you?
Art Raiders. Today,
Oh.
I've been trying to get into Escape from Tarkov because it's just gone
Oh.
1.0. Have not been able to get in the entire day. It's been over 12 hours.
Oh my gosh.
So you have
Are you
have you-
still? You probably
Um,
got a window open off to the side. If we ever see him like not paying attention, because he got into the server.
be right back.
it did actually send me email. I needed an email code to play, and I
Oh
have
my
received
gosh.
it while we're on this.
I need to
Um,
get like a electric espresso machine. Sorry, but, Ian
But yeah,
sent me a cool
like-
one that I can use for like if I go camping, like a press
Oh, I've
one.
seen
Those are
those.
cool. I use it sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah,
my thing with
Gary
Arc
did-
Raid is third person and extraction shooter seems a bit weird to me, and so it didn't interest me. And it's the kind of thing that I'd play if I was playing with people, but I'd not buy it to play on my own.
I haven't bought it yet just because I'm not at home and I don't think it would run well on my laptop. So I haven't bought it, but I do want to try it. And I didn't want to buy it before I left because I didn't want to get addicted and then have to be gone for a
Are you
month.
talking about Arc?
Arc, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to play Vara wants me to play, and I know Kara is trying to play at some point too, possibly because you were in the chat when we were talking about it. So I'm trying to ask everyone that's like played so they like it. I have heard some people in chat say they don't like love watching it as a gameplay, but they'll still watch. That was the same thing with Helldivers. I loved Helldivers, and some people in the chat were like, we watch it to like hang out with you, but we don't love like the gameplay, like to watch as like for entertainment. But Arc Raiders, I have family share with a friend on there that I think they probably have, yeah, they have that. I'm like, can I just
Just try
borrow
it, see if
so
you
I can
like
try
it.
it out? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll
Um,
probably play it when I get back home, but I'm not gonna buy it while I'm here, and I'm still away from home for at least like 2 more weeks. So
Aw, you miss your
I was
boys.
surprised,
do.
like how it took off. It has been doing gangbusters with
It has
viewership and
been.
everything. And a lot of people. I know there was a lot of Tarkov streamers that were just glad to have something else to play that was
Mhm.
good, because there's been so many extraction shooters that never really took off or never really fulfilled their promise. And it's from I think it's the devs of the Finals, and the Finals is an awesome shooter. I really wish that game had taken off more than it did. So I'm glad that they've done something that's a hit.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed Battlefield 6 numbers absolutely crapped all over COD. The COD numbers were not looking good today, considering it's launched.
Even those who were doing ad streams for COD dipped out of COD as soon as the ad was over.
Wow.
I keep seeing, I think it's the campaign of just some random head monster forming out of nothing, and
Mhm.
everyone's reaction is, "What is this? This isn't Call of Duty."
No.
And when I think of the COD campaigns, I think back to the World War ones, which were incredible, and it's just moved further and further away from that over time.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
only
I never got
Battlefield
into that.
I only ever played Battlefield 1 and I enjoyed it. I had COD back on the 360, but I haven't played it since like Black Ops like 1 or 2. So,
Bad Company 2 was my favorite Battlefield, and then it was 3 and 4, and this goes back to 3 and 4. It's more like 3 and 4 than 1.
okay.
So you can tell they made it a bit more like COD to win people over, but it clearly worked. So you can't really argue with the results.
I started playing Dispatch and it has been
Oh, do you like that?
I fucking love it. It is hilarious. Like I will say like the writing in it so far I'm just finished chapter 2 and the writing in it is phenomenal. Like it's all the dialogue is very organic and like the jokes hit well. The art style is fantastic. I've genuinely been enjoying it. Like I can't like I'll probably play more of that tomorrow night.
I've been watching Arch play it, and it looks like a good game. It's something that I'd prefer to watch than play.
Yeah.
But it is. That was another game that surprised me how good it was. I
Mhm.
didn't realize until I recognized Penguin Zero, and then
Yeah,
people were like, no,
Moist.
it's all YouTubers, and I didn't recognize them.
Moist,
in the voices.
Jack, like Alana Pierce is in it.
Hmm.
And then there's of course Aaron Paul, who's the main character. Like there's a lot of YouTubers in it.
What's
Oh.
interesting, the first one came out and it looked like it flopped, and then it's just been going up over time
Mhm.
with the amount of
Because
players.
it's been
So,
episodic, and like the episodes are only
but
an
it's
hour
word of mouth.
long.
They did it well because it's episodic, but it's each week. It's already done, so you know you're gonna
Yeah.
get the game. And it was simply word of mouth carried it, because that's always one of the issues. It's like, yeah, I prefer to watch it, but once you've watched it, you're not really gonna go and play it yourself. But if you
Yeah.
watched it, liked it, then you'll play next week rather than watching someone else, and it just
You'll do different selections, different picks. I think that's great.
Mm.
So I've really enjoyed it. I can't wait to play more. And like they just finished like the final episode just
She is
dropped.
X-ray.
I know. I'm sorry.
But that was the quietest little one, though. Actually, it goes. "Bruh."
I was trying to keep it away from the mic.
It's okay. It was.
oh no,
right
X-ray
where-
would have moved into the mic.
I burp louder than X-ray. I will say that right now. Like we have
She's
had a
modest
competition
about it.
before.
X-ray's
we have
weirdest thing.
competed.
It's
X-ray's
just
weirdest
one.
thing is when she drinks and you can hear her like swallow the drink.
Oh,
all
her
the time.
gulps?
I think she
She's got a
points
loud
her
gulp.
microphone at her throat.
Yes.
It's really
Remember-
You'll just be
Gulp.
like.
But
Yeah.
remember, she moved it, and we still heard it the one time. We were like, "You're just a loud gulper."
Yeah, it's bizarre. I've never seen another human do
Maybe
But, yeah.
she's not human. She's AI. No kidding.
it. That would be a
Oh.
weird prompt. It's like, I want this, and make sure they gulp loudly.
Gotta gulp louder. It's no go. Here, let me catch up on supers and we'll move forward. Biggie Mazza Smalls for 5. Speaking of generative AI, you guys need to opt out of Meta's AI learning thing by December 16th. They will feed and sell your convos and info for their AI. I seen something about that.
I
Like
haven't had a Facebook thing in.
well,
like,
I don't have
many
Facebook,
years.
but you also don't have Instagram. I have Instagram, and that's Meta. So yeah, I will. Thank you for the reminder, Biggie Mazza. And Staccato comes in with 20 gifted memberships. Hold on.
Saucy.
We haven't played a clip in a while.
Do we have? Hold on. Is it this one? There we go.
It startled her a little bit. Like
I did. I was like, I didn't know if that was gonna be it.
It'd be funny if it was like some random, like funny button.
But that would just make it more like Gary. You never know what he's about to press.
Like that.
That's cute. I need to set up my Stream Deck. You said my Stream Deck could do that, right? Like I could set it up for StreamYards. I gotta figure that out how to do that because I only use my Stream
really
Deck for
simple.
OBS.
That is one thing about their software. It's so easy to
I
use.
love it. It's
Okay.
like Stream Decks are so easy to use.
I'm gonna get the buttons, guys. Ian, thank you for that 50 pounds. They were actually pulling Cynthia off the interloper, or he would be a familiar by now.
Yeah, that would be weird. If someone attacked one person, then Cynthia was actually attacking her instead. So, oh, you're nice for protecting her. No, she was feeding.
She used that moment. My gosh. Black Cane for 2. Therapy is just secular confession.
It is interesting, actually. Like, confession clearly helped people.
Yeah.
And so I wonder if that has happened in like a world that's less religious than it used to be. Whether because it is, you hear about like Hollywood celebrities and stuff, and they go to therapy every week. And it's like, you even have ones where they've grown up rich, they've never really had any problems, and they go to therapy every week. And it's almost like a paid friend at that point, I think. Like, they would just be talking about their daily life without any real serious things to talk about to their therapist.
I think once
That is
a
actually
month
what I like of
is
Linus
pretty
Tech
good.
Tips. He calls his workers paid friends.
Yeah, Linus
Easy.
is great.
Sorry, I was listening, but I was also reminding myself to hook up my Stream Deck to StreamYards. I found a video, so I'm multitasking, guys. I'll forget. I have to. I have mild ADD. Okay, probably not mild, and probably ADHD. But if I don't do that, I will forget. That's why there's notes here. Everything Kara told me, I'm
Isn't
gonna forget.
ADD and ADHD the same thing?
Well, it's It's more hyper. Like ADHD is hyper. Like I guess it's the same thing.
Oh, is
One's
it like
just
a more severe form?
more severe form? Yeah. Boomer, thank you for the 2. Hey, Kara, dare you to randomly move 5 of Gary's figs?
Don't worry, it'll happen.
She'll like go off camera for a second, and then like there's just
There'll also be 5 randomly added.
I don't know what you're
we'll
talking
do
about.
like a Where's Waldo? Just put the Bon Jovi right there.
Hopefully, he's not watching while he's on the plane.
She's not doing anything, Gary. Promise.
I'm not doing anything. I
Not doing
promise.
anything. She's just drinking wine.
You just send him
Jason-
like hostage videos where you like taking one of his figures and hid it somewhere.
Oh,
And
I
then
would
it's
not
like-
do that.
You're like, this figure's in your room, but you don't know where it is, and you just make him paranoid. He's like hunting all around the room for it.
I know what you're talking about. What?
Honestly, it sucks having cancer. My wife can't comprehend it after 18 years together. Is that you actually have Jason, really? Or is that from the show? I have to ask this Brew because I don't know if people are making jokes from the All's
Well, I
Fair
don't know
show.
whether that's a mixed reference, so I don't know whether he means that they watched it and his wife said, like, in that position. It's not a quote from the show.
Oh.
But like I say, that was the situation that she was like, we haven't had sex in 3 years. I have need. And the thing is, her
Okay.
husband's got cancer, but everything she
Jason.
was saying is there's me, and I have problems, and I'll be okay. It's like, what about your husband though? He's the one that's actually suffering.
Okay. No,
then-
Jason's being honest about him. So sorry, Jason.
Got you,
But go ahead.
Jason.
You keep going on your All's
All
Fair.
that happens in the show is so one man splits up with the Kim, because she's too perfect. She's too amazing. He feels so small and insignificant next to her that he just has to get away so he's his own man. She's too perfect to be in the relationship with. And then this woman cheats on her husband, and she says, I'm gonna have to tell him. And he goes, well, that's okay. Like, what? Wouldn't you at least be like, I'm ill in bed and you're doing this to me? And he's like, no, I completely understand why you do it.
This show. Can't wait to watch it. I forget, how do you pronounce the singer's name again? The somebody I used to know guy. I forgot. I thought it was like Guy Oat, but I don't think so.
Goaty?
Anyways, Goaty probably.
I don't fucking know.
For 5. I had to come to terms with the fact that now COD is something that I used to know. So Vara hates this song, and this page was made for that, just to torture her. I
That's
think.
amazing.
Yeah, she loves it, honestly. Okay,
Gautier is what
Gautier.
that thing. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So this, I don't think we talked about this last week. We didn't. Kara was here. We didn't talk about the Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown bullying harassment thing, or we did.
We did. Because there
Okay.
was no details of it at the time. I don't know if any details have come. We talked about like how there was like some like she
filed a
was-
report or
Yes,
whatever. Okay,
but we had looked at an article and there was
It
no
said nothing.
details. As,
you're right. We did.
And I saw a report that said during the marketing for the show, they've been putting in a lot of photos next to each other and being pals to
Like-
try and be like, look, all that's water under the bridge.
So I've heard a little bit since then that apparently David Harbour is not easy to work with, and he was married to oh my gosh, what was that singer's name? I think her brother was in Game of Thrones. Lily something.
the English
Lily Allen. That's who it-
Okay.
And he apparently wanted to like have an open marriage, and she didn't want to do that. And she like wrote like a whole album just coming at him. Yeah, and apparently a lot of his co-stars, like Florence Pugh and stuff, just like didn't really like him. I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna go too into detail. I actually just watched a video before the stream that detailed him and a little bit of like the drama on Stranger Things. I didn't get to finish it though. So he's I guess he's kind of odd. I don't know though. I don't know if details about the whole bullying thing with Millie will ever come out. Maybe after like years after the show's done.
Mhm.
That's when we'll probably find out. But yeah,
Seems
apparently
weird though. That
yeah, that's
you
pretty
would
much
think
what
if he
people are
was-
saying, Craig.
Yeah, but you'd think if he was, there would be other co-stars that would also have the same problem with him.
That would come out and say something.
Yeah. Because
It's more
otherwise,
so just like gossip, like Florence Pugh liking all of Lily Allen's posts coming at him and things like that, and they had just worked together on Thunder. You know what I mean? Just like catty things like that.
But
Nothing
it's
that.
weird in a few ways because like she would be a far bigger star in the show than he is, even though she was a kid. So
Yeah.
you would be a bit stupid to do because surely any of the producers would side with her over him if there was actually push came to shove.
And which season was it? Was it 3 or 4 where he was like in Russia? Was it 3? And he like was separated from the main cast for like the whole series or that whole season.
I
All
think that
merge
was
into one for me.
3.
I think it was 3. Yeah, because then 4 was the one with Billy and
2 is whenever she went and had her little emo phase.
Yeah, well, that was the episode with the sister, right? That stupid sister episode where she went to like Chicago or something, and she met that girl that was
Yeah.
like her. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, doesn't matter. I just know there was a season where he was separated from the cast, and maybe there's a reason for that.
Okay, chat's saying 3 is when they teased killing him, and 4 is when he was in Russia because he had gone through that portal that was underneath the building.
Yeah. Okay. 4 is the rush season. Okay. Thanks,
Okay.
guys. I probably should have brought this up sooner, but we can just do it now. I totally forgot I had this topic. So Bob Iger says that Disney Plus will soon have AI generated short form content from users. Why? I can't say I'm surprised by this because Disney has gotten so lazy. It was such a powerhouse, the best artists, really just great movies because I think all three of us grew up in the Renaissance era,
Mhm.
so we had the best of Disney. I love the old stuff too, but even people that grew up in like the 70s and 80s agree that the Renaissance era was just solid, basically from start to finish. It was so good. This is kind of it makes me sad that they're
That
going to
this
do
is what
this.
they've fallen to.
Yeah,
I also don't
it,
think it'll work. Like, I don't know why you would go to Disney to have only Disney short form content when TikTok is there with short form content about every single thing. It's far too specific to draw people in. I don't know why people would really bother making it there either, unless there was some kind of revenue share thing. Which this is Disney, they're probably not going to go down that route. They wouldn't want to give money away to people, and so you're going to end up with low effort, kind of one-off things that no one's going to put that much time into because not getting anything back from it.
It's
Did
not
you-
going to be
Just-
good.
did
I
you
think
see
they're
bring people to Disney Plus
banking
to
too much on their audience to provide this.
the TikTok
And-
generation
Yeah.
is what they're
Yeah,
banking
if
on.
it's going to come under the subscription form, which I imagine it would, I doubt they'd have like a free area of the website. And I think they'll just make every wrong decision. They will try and milk it for money when what they need to do is the other way around. They need to revenue share. They need to make it free to try and lure people in and then use the subscription as an upsell to their other stuff. But that's not what Disney does. They're way too focused on short-term revenue rather than growing overall.
Think about how much they're going to be paying for power and for the AI generation itself.
Yeah, I mean, we
Like,
already know
that
they spend
ship's not expensive. That ship's not cheap.
They spend so much money on like crappy CGI, right? And they make these crappy movies just because they want to keep the rights to certain things instead of giving us a good story. And I wonder if they didn't have the parks, if Disney would have gone under.
I bet they would.
I think so. I think the parks are the only things really keeping them afloat because they are hemorrhaging money when it comes to the shows and the movies that they make. At least they were. I don't know about now. I don't pay that close of attention because I'm not really like a numbers person when it comes to Disney. I just see certain like things like when a movie comes out and it flops and you see that they spent 90 million and made 20 or stuff like that. That's the only thing I really pay attention
The
to.
issue with the parks is that, well, it's been mentioned that one of the issues is if you sell tables, you can just make more tables. You can increase your capacity, but those parks are fixed. They can only have so many people. So if they want more money out the parks, they have to increase the prices and sell to smaller people. But you also have, it is the movies and everything get people into the parks. They love the IPs. And eventually, all your Disney IPs will be either burnt through because they've ruined it with movies, or it's the audience ages out and you haven't brought in new people. So they are living on borrowed time, even if they're relying on the parks, unless they come up with something new.
Yeah.
And they're not innovative. This is following other people. This is following TikTok. YouTube's already done this on their end. Both of them will dominate you in this. You've only got your IPs and not as big as they used to be anymore.
No,
I agree.
It's true. And speaking of the like YouTube trying to be more like TikTok, I know Disbrew doesn't like stream, but Kara, have you been on any streams or done one with the two different like layouts, the portrait and the landscape?
I have not. I was actually one of the testers for it. But I've done it with gaming, but I haven't done it with any of our any commentary type content.
Oh, okay, because I tried doing it. I was going to for Wicked's World this week, but I didn't like how it looked on StreamYards. Like I'm sitting here and I looked like this, like normally, but then like on the
It's just
horizontal one,
cut.
it cut me, and I was like,
What you need to
So
do.
I just removed it, and then everyone was messaging me, which is fine, guys. Thank you, because if I would have accidentally put up 2 streams, I would like to know. Everyone was like, "You have 2 Wicked Worlds thing." I'm like, I know, I'm trying something new,
Yeah,
but I didn't like
Stream
it.
Elements. There's an add-on to OBS by Stream Elements, which allows you to have 2 canvases.
Mhm.
Yes.
And I think Harris Heller, his company, they did another plugin which allows you to have a
Etem.
vertical canvas. And so
I
yeah,
personally
you can
use
send them to
Meld.
different platforms.
Meld has been fantastic. Like Stream
I
with
think he did a
Meld,
video about that.
it is so good. It is the most like user-friendly streaming encoder that I've used so far. And like I started with like OBS and then Streamlabs OBS whenever that came out, back to OBS Studio, and then I've been using Meld for the last like 6 months now, and it's just progressively getting better.
Really? Is it free?
And
Yes.
Okay,
the
I'm gonna
advantage of
look into
something like that is you control your vertical canvas, and so it
Yes.
won't cut you off for everything. You
And can you-
decide what to do.
Okay,
You can
and
put chat in there. Like you could have
Oh.
like you as the top part and have chat as the bottom part. Like it's completely customizable.
and
Yeah, it's like if
can
you look at any of
restream
the
on it
TikTok
too?
gaming streams,
Yep.
they have the camera at the top and then the game would play underneath.
They have built-in restreaming capabilities into it.
Okay, well here, anyone in the chat that might be interested, I found it, so I'll put it in because some people are
You got
asking.
any other streamers out here? Yeah,
Yeah,
Meld
there you
has been
go.
great.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Hi A2. Staccato, thank you for the 10. Disney is screwed until they have a leadership shake up across the board. Absolutely. Disparu has a great take on this, and he always talks about, I mean, he's right that you have to get rid of the people that are woke, and that's just really all you have to do. I know
I
we
would-
all already know that, but it's like they have to really just single out these people that have these stupid takes if they want better content and better
I
shows to come
legitimately
from
think
the creatives.
you could sit in a meeting with a clipboard and a list of words and just fire anyone that says them. Like
Yeah.
the words
that's it.
themselves are essentially showing that
DI.
your adherence to the cause. Well, yeah, they talk in a certain way because they created their own language to be like, no, I'm one of you. I'm part of the tribe. And it's how they filter things. Academia do the same thing. They come up with their own language to like make it difficult for people to get into it. And yeah, it's the easiest way to do. And you just have a guy in a meeting and he just records names.
I wish Disparu could be that guy.
Well, the other one
Just like,
is you would make
that
you would
word.
make a comedy like Tropic Thunder, and you would design it to be against everything it was before, and then anyone complained, fire them. Like you have honeypots for stuff.
Varo and I were joking about going undercover as like DI. Like we'll get hired quick. We're women. Go undercover at Disney and just like shake things up, like Trojan horse them. Not that it would work, but it was just a funny
Well, no,
conversation.
that's how it happened originally.
Yep.
Get people into the HR, they control the hirings. You just hire people like you. And I'm not saying it was even planned. I think but it is natural to hire people who are like you because you agree with them. And so unless you have some kind of moral commitment to neutrality, you're going to hire people you agree with.
Yeah. That's sad but true. And you know what? Speaking of Disney and just retarded takes, Oscar Isaac says he's currently not open to working with Disney. If they can kind of figure it out and, not succumb to fascism, that would be great. So the context behind this is he was upset that his friend Jimmy Kimmel had a week paid suspension. So that's what he's referring to here.
But that's
and
the
I-
excuse he's using. But
Yeah.
I've seen
So
this
pathetic.
more and more of people going, don't do superhero movies, you don't need to. It was always considered to be like the mainstream thing that you had to get into if you want to be taken seriously, and now everyone's sensing that it's a dying industry. Like, no, actually, I'd prefer to distance myself from it. And so he's just virtue signaling as a way to go, I want to be part of you. I don't want to damage my career.
And I'm wondering if Disney just like doesn't want to hire him. Like he's not getting calls from Disney. You know what I mean? But this was such a stupid time for him to make this statement because he was just in a movie that did very well. And I don't like him as a person, but he did good. Like his acting was great in the Frankenstein movie.
Yeah.
It's just so stupid of him. Like, you know what? I got to win here. Let's water it down with a retarded take. Like just.
Well, he's virtue signaling for the next job.
Yeah,
It's
you're right.
no, I'm one of you. Hire me.
Yep. That's exactly what that is.
Stupid. How about you just get hired because you're, your skill. Try that. I don't dislike him. I haven't
But
really.
it's not the way
I
Hollywood
mean, his
works, though.
acting.
He's
Not
playing
anymore.
the game in front of
No.
him.
Yeah. But this is dumb, especially like coming for Disney too. Like, I mean, I don't know if that matters. But like, he's right. They'll hire him again probably for something. Especially, I don't think I watched the first like 1 or 2 episodes of Moon Knight, I think. But correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't that go over like mildly well, or at least people liked his acting in it or something?
Yeah.
I can't really remember because it was
The
so long
first
ago.
series, I think, got mixed. Some people really loved it. Other people like this destroys the IP. And then the second series came along. I never heard a single person talk about it.
There was 2
like
seasons.
good
Okay,
or bad.
I didn't know
Everyone's
that.
like,
I
I
didn't know
watched
there was
like
2.
3 episodes and that's it. I got bored of it.
Okay, see, I didn't even know there was a second season, but I think I might have still had Disney Plus when the first Moon Knight came out, but I'm not sure. So a lot of the stuff that came out, like Loki season 2, I seen the first season, didn't love it, so just really did not care to watch the second season. I think I gave up on like the Star Wars stuff after it was either Boba Fett or Obi-Wan. Whatever one came out last was my last.
Obi-Wan came out.
It was
second.
Obi-Wan. That was my last. Well, unless you want to count. Oh, no, that was Star Wars. Okay, no, Agatha was probably the last one.
Oh.
Daredevil. Daredevil was the last because I watched it to review with you
Okay.
guys.
Last Tuesday was the last time I watched a Disney.
Well, no, I mean like Star Wars was definitely after Obi-Wan, but I was trying to think like Marvel wise because I didn't watch the finale for Agatha. I was away and like I just let you guys talk about it. It's like I missed it. I watched the whole series with you guys, but then I didn't see the finale. And then Daredevil, I watched.
So
just
you'll
a review
complete
with you
games
guys.
that you don't like, but Agatha was a step too far.
Well,
I
because
gave up
I
with
missed
Daredevil
it.
after the bank episode.
Me and Disparu actually both kind of liked the bank episode.
I thought that was my favorite episode
because it was Matt centered, and I don't care about the other characters really, not anymore because they got rid of the trio, which was such a
I was
stupid
here
move.
whenever it debuted. Whenever because I remember I watched it in the theater room with Steph and X-Ray Girl, and then Gary was in here doing a watch along with everybody. And we watched the first episode. Like there were like we all had like mixed reactions on it. But I think I got like 5 episodes in and I just kind of gave up. It wasn't feeling like Daredevil to me. And like don't get me wrong, I did actually enjoy the bank episode as well. Like you said, it was Matt centered. I just didn't have any interest in continuing.
Yeah, there was nothing to grip onto. It was really boring, and I was amazed when they renewed it for season 3 before season 2's out. They may really be committing themselves to a massive flop because they kept saying, "Well, we rework something, and so later in the series is when we finally got to do what we wanted to do," and I couldn't tell any difference between like the last 2 or 3 episodes and everything that came before it. And then there was a villain in it that Gary really liked that Daredevil isn't supposed to be able to sense. And that's not what the show was at all. He was a completely different. I don't even know why they used his name because he didn't have those powers.
Yeah.
So they kind of ruined him.
Oh, the
artist guy.
Okay, yeah, that was creepy. He was creepy, but it wasn't like artistically well done creepy. You know what I mean? Like where that whole thing was weird too. And then she yells at him for like, oh, don't get us started on that again for saving her
life.
Yeah, like don't get us going again on that crap. It was so weird.
But it was the same as everything. I liked Kingpin's character. I liked Daredevil as the actor, but the show was awful. So, it felt like they were trying to carry it.
Oh, you know what? I forgot that. I'm sorry, like we are jumping around here, but I had this little clip of the weird fan that met Ariana Grande, or he thinks he met Ariana Grande, the one that like freaking jumped on her. So this is like he looks kind of
crazy. Like he wants to be Rufio.
He does. You want to be Rufio so bad. All right, this is just a quick little clip of this guy commentary on it. Sloan.
Dream. That's my best friend Ariana Grande, and I'm gonna meet her. Yes, I've been dreaming about that.
That is the same guy, Johnson Wynn, who ran up on Ariana Grande in Singapore today. And this has been a pattern for Johnson. And I'm just wondering, when is he going to be stopped?
Yes, finally. I dreamed about meeting Ariana Grande, and finally my dream became true.
Fucking creepy.
It's actually really scary
Super
how
creepy.
Johnson coordinates his attacks. He runs up on these celebrities. He must be planning this for days, weeks, maybe months. Ariana Grande did not deserve that. And you guys can see on her face right here that she
Because it could have gone bad like really fast. That's why it's
Yeah.
so scary. But like, really, where were her bodyguards? Why were they? I understand why. Who is it? Angelina Jolie. You always see like videos of her one bodyguard that they make fun. Like they kind of make fun of like jokes, like, oh, he's so in love with her, but it's like, no, he's just paying
Doing
very
his
close
job.
attention, doing his job. Like somebody comes up to her with like a pen, and he immediately interferes, like to like even if they just want like an autograph. But that's what a bodyguard should do. You're paid to protect.
Mhm.
So I mean, I guess they thought they were safe because like how did he get through the line? There should have been like just I don't know, guards, security. I don't know how because he ran from seemed like kind of far. Like how did he make it to her? That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Should've
not like
gotten
he jumped out
tackled.
the side, but you would expect someone to be there. Now, you can understand them not having people in front of them because there's photos, but you would expect someone over their shoulder at all times.
Yeah.
They're walking right next to people, and any of them could jump over, and you'd have very little warning.
He
And
did
it
it
is-
to Katy Perry.
It's like he's
Yeah,
got
he
a
said he
whole
does it to
Instagram
people.
page. That's like his whole thing. That's what this guy does. So a lot
He's
of people are
basically a prank
contemplating
streamer,
making it
but
a
for
PR
celebs
stunt.
by the looks of it.
Wow.
Like people are thinking it's a PR stunt. Like he's actually like being coordinated. Like it's probably like it could feasibly be conspiracy.
It could be.
but-
After seeing this, I wondered if that, but I don't know, man. He's creepy
I
as
could see
heck.
him just doing it for clout. After all we've seen of people going to foreign countries just to basically attack the locals with various pranks, like Johnny Somali, for instance.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that someone's doing it for celebs. And the whole laughing thing, that's probably just done so he's memorable. He's trying to come off as creepy. But a lot of this stuff, it's not even about whether he's dangerous in particular. You've
Okay.
highlighted that if somebody did want to do damage to the person, they could. And
Yes.
so,
Yeah, and that's what the problem is because like he does this like to be funny, but what if somebody who actually is? I mean, I think that he's a little bit mental. There's something
Yeah.
there, but
And-
somebody who actually wants to cause physical harm and like, hey, if he can do it, I can do it too.
Yeah. And that's the thing with Ariana. It's not even like, well, nothing happened to you, why you bothered. It's like, no, but it could have done. And if he had a knife,
Yep.
I wouldn't be here anymore. And those
Same
are the
with
kind of things that
Emaru.
go through your... Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. People, I actually like, I don't know who Emaru is. I don't like really know her content or anything, but there was people that were like, just like thought of it as funny and saying stuff like, well, if they go to these events, they should expect that. And it's like, no, I've gone to cons
No.
and I don't
No,
expect
that
someone
was
to
the
come
issue.
up to
They
me.
did expect it. People have been people were telling people not to go to TwitchCon for a long time.
Well, yeah.
And there's clips of Emaru where her friend pulls out of the thing because she's like, I don't want to stand there for 2 hours because of the like there might be weirdos there. And she goes, I'm sure they'll be fine. And she's trying to convince herself because it happened to her. Was it the year before or 2 years before?
2 years
the exact
before.
same thing, and her bodyguard saved her that time.
Yeah.
Which Twitch banned from the event.
That's just Twitch though, but like there's people commenting basically saying like if streamers go out and like go to conventions or anything like that, they should like expect this. And I'm like, what kind of a take is that? That is a dumb take. You should be safe. And you are, like me and Kara both have been to many cons. We, MegaCon and stuff, and we're safe. People don't just
Don't normalize creepy parasocial behavior.
Actually, when I was at Nickel City Con, and this wasn't someone that knows me from the internet, I was in my Morticia cosplay, and people were being very weird. I'm never wearing Morticia cosplay to a con again for a couple reasons. Another reason is because like the dress was very long, and people were stepping on it. Like I was with my friend and her boyfriend, and apparently like some guys were behind me, and they were like, "I hope someone steps on her dress and it rips so we can see her butt." And I'm like, "Ew," and just weird stuff. But this guy who I think was like mildly autistic. He was trying to do something from like the Monsters, which is like I was Morticia, but because like the grandpa bites or whatever, and they grabbed my arm like he was about to bite it, and I was like, I pulled it away right away, and I'm like, and then my friend's boyfriend kept afterwards like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, I'm like, if you would have attacked him, it would have been probably a hate crime because he was like autistic, but I was ready, I was gearing up and ready to go, like, but then he's like walked away laughing, and I was like, I want to go.
not
like,
okay.
Not okay. Yeah, not okay. But this wasn't like a meet and greet thing that I was doing, like a meetup or anything like that. But still, weird stuff does happen at these cons. But to like try and normalize it, like by saying, "Well, she should expect it."
Nope.
TwitchCon,
That's
Drew's
not the
right.
answer.
TwitchCon, they were expecting it, but like overall, if these streamers go to conventions. They shouldn't.
The streamers expected it, but TwitchCon didn't seem to care at all.
Yeah.
The security guards were caught laughing behind them because they didn't even see anything go on. They had absolutely no knowledge. It was her security guard that ran in. I don't know why he was so far away, whether that was a Twitch thing or not. But yeah, it was her security guard that reacted. It was her staff that came to see if she was okay. And Twitch were going to ban him for 30 days until like her manager kicked off at them. Yeah. So everything about that. But Twitch has had this for years. They had parties where they were serving on a table just open beers for people to have. And it was just like, I think someone called it like basically drug roulette.
Yeah.
You'd never know what you're going to get.
That was a big thing whenever I was going to TwitchCon back in like 2016.
You've been to a
2017.
TwitchCon? Oh.
Yeah, I've been to TwitchCon. I've been to like 3 or 4 TwitchCons. And that was a big thing back whenever TwitchCon first started, was like a lot of people were getting roofied at the parties.
Oh
Not
yeah, there was that
surprising, the
picture.
drinks.
You share the drinks like
Mhm.
It
who,
was just a table with
first off,
open
who would
open
take that?
plates.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anyone deserves
You
it. No
offer
one
free
deserves
booze,
it.
people will take it.
But you're like, as like a woman, because I wouldn't even, unless I see the drink made, I am not taking it. Like the
Exactly.
bartender has
Good
to hand
thing
it to
do,
me.
yeah.
Like, yeah, no. One of my guy friends told a story about getting handed a drink that the bartender was like, oh, they didn't drink it, they didn't touch it or anything, and he was a guy, so he's like, oh yeah, whatever. And I think that they don't know who the drinks were for, that they may have tried to roofie someone, because my friend got messed up. This was a guy, and it's almost like people, like it was taken as like, maybe that's a good thing because like you lived, you were okay. And if that drink was meant for some like tiny girl or something that couldn't have, you know what I mean? Like maybe the girl noticed something fishy and didn't want to take the drink, and that's why it wasn't touched. But the bartender should not have. She served it and nobody touched it, and then she offered it to them because they were like, it was like a group of guys just kind of like partying, like, oh, here, you can have them. The bartender shouldn't have done that.
No,
But
that's dangerous.
Very.
There's a lot of Twitch streamers have said that it didn't used to be like this, and it's got steadily worse over time. And I think Asmongold said it's like putting a load of fat people next to a buffet and telling them not to eat the food. One of them's gonna go for the food, and it's just a matter of time. And so you can either have massive security, which Twitch didn't do. Loads of people were breaking lines or just going, "I'm with them," and just the security just let them through. Or you can't do it.
that was
and I think
nuts.
Asmon's thing was you just can't have TwitchCon. Like Twitch are not capable of putting on that event safely.
Yes. High Tide is right. It does. A couple people in the chat were saying that. My goodness. Retro, thank you for the 5. Evening all question. Will Zootopia 2 keep Disney afloat through old fans and furries while losing money with Avatar 3 due to Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and SpongeBob 4? So you want to know something real quick on the Zootopia topic? I liked the first Zootopia movie. The internet is so freaking weird. Like the fan art and the shipping of the bunny and the fox. Like, what is wrong with people? You guys know how I feel about furries, okay? When me and X-Ray were live last year, like during our road trip at Nickel City Con, like a group of furries walked by and I was like, oh God, Jesus, help me, please. And it's funny because X-Ray was also live and she's seen something that she liked. And like at the same moment, she goes, ah, cute. And the chat was like, X-Ray, what? And she didn't catch it. It was like,
furry confirmed.
she saw like a stuffed animal or something. And she's like, no, not the furries. They scare me. That's something you guys, I don't get scared easy in like haunted houses and stuff. I wouldn't.
You're a different breed of weird.
I put me in a furry haunted house. I'm crying. I'm crying, man. I'm rocking back and forth in the corner. I'm not gonna be able to take it.
To the super chat, I don't think Avatar 3 will lose money at all. It costs a fortune, but it makes a fortune.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fans that keep going to see them, but they just keep breaking records.
Drunk 3PO. He loves this. Avatar.
Does he drop an extra $2 billion on it every time? Because
no,
that breaks all kinds of records.
I remember I didn't see the second one. Maybe at some point I will, but it was like I just didn't want to sit in the theater for that one. I liked the first one, but I only seen it once.
I watched the second one on a plane.
Yeah, see, like I would do something like that. And it's not that I hate them, but it's not something like where I'm like, yes, I can't wait to go see it. Because again, like the third one's about to come out and I still haven't seen the second one. And I seen the first one when it first dropped because my friends were all into it and they wanted to see it. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool idea, whatever.
IMAX 3D.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
Avatar 3 is a movie where for anything else it would be stupid to spend that amount of money on it. but it works for them. So
It does.
Um,
But I'll probably go watch Zootopia. I
I
liked the
will.
first one.
I liked the first one a lot. I actually just watched it again with my mom. Um, Actually, I think it's when I can't remember if it was when she was visiting or when I was visiting her. And she's like, I never saw Zootopia. I'm like, really? You never saw it? So I popped it on. I think it was on like cable. So it was her house then. She
Yeah.
has cable.
it is weird though when you're about all the weird furries and stuff, and then you've got Avatar where they're just sticking their parts into every animal and plant they can possibly find.
Well, yeah, but I think that's so weird. When I first heard about that though, like, because people were talking crap about Zootopia, and I'm like, I thought that was a good movie. I thought people liked it. And then I was shown the fans that ship the fox and the bunny and the weird fan art, and I could have gone without it.
Rule
I really could
34.
have. I really could have gone without that, but I'm with Kara. I'll see that one. I liked the first one.
The one thing I thought would break Rule 34 was female penguin from that animated series
Oh
not long ago.
gosh.
And the same day it released, I said that to Mike while he was streaming, and he looked it up, and he
ruined
looked
his
as
life.
if he was about to vomit. Yeah, he looked ill when he found it.
He went all green.
Definitely regretted his decisions in life that
He's
day.
like I'm never listening to Disbrew while I'm live again.
Well, no, I think he agreed. It's like it can't exist anyway. Oh, it does. And then for some reason he clicked it. That was the mistake. He could have lived without that knowledge.
Oh,
That
Mike.
was Mike who said that?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh me.
But yeah, I don't think that Avatar 3 will lose money. Maybe they'll break even. I don't know, because people do go to see it. They like those movies. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is definitely going to do well, and SpongeBob 4 most likely will as well. But I don't. Are they all coming out at the same time? Is that what it is? Like
Probably.
Avatar with
I
Five
think
Nights at Freddy's
Avatar is
2?
more of a visual experience rather than like deep story.
Yeah,
I think that's why people go see Avatar in the theaters.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Out of all these, Zootopia and Five Nights at Freddy's 2 are the two that I will probably go see in theaters. Five Nights at
It would be
Freddy's 2
funny
for
though
sure.
if it was just furries keeping Disney in business.
Oh gosh, it would it be surprising at this point? Exactly.
Not considering the people going to the parks.
Yeah.
Some
Can
of the Disney
confirm.
adults.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. Speaking of that, the last park I was at was Epcot, and as soon as I walk in, you don't see this a lot because there's literally people who walk around with like MAGA hats and stuff in Disney. They don't care, and you'll see them recording it, and you get like people that are like, yeah, and then you get a couple people like making weird faces, like, is he really wearing that? But I walked into Epcot, and this guy had like a clown Trump shirt on, and I'm like, you're the one that's a clown, dude. Like, imagine you wear a shirt of somebody that you hate that much. And then you go in public to wear it. Like, this guy clearly doesn't like Trump, but he's got his face on his shirt and he's at Disney wearing it. And I'm like, you're really
I
sending
mean,
a
to be
message
fair, I'm
there.
buying the cutie Barbie doll, so I can't really talk. I bought more She-Hulk merch than anybody else on the planet, I think.
But you liked She-Hulk for different reasons.
That's true, but
You
it's like
liked it. You liked the content, and you're like petitioning for it to come back.
I would
think
buy
it's
all
different
fair
from like
merch if it existed.
politics, because you know the TDS people. That's completely different. You weren't talking crap. You were like, bring it back. I love this. This is gold. It's like you. It's
I
like
do
you
get the odd
love-hated
comment.
it.
I do get the odd comment, which is like, I don't know whether he's memeing anymore, and I'm like, yeah, neither do I. I'm confused. I meme too close to the sun and became what I hated. But there's other people. It's like you need to stop watching this. It's like you are talking to the wrong person. I have far too much fun watching this stuff.
See, High Tide just explained Disparu. I argue that haters are actually fans in denial. No way you
I'm
spend
not in
that much
denial.
time in. He's just not in denial. Yeah,
I'm
that
just
much
a
energy
fan.
in something you're not a fan. Yeah, they. I agree. Yeah, but yeah, no, I just wanted to bring that up because I don't go to the Disney parks as much. I'm usually more Universal. When I do get to Orlando, but I did go to Epcot with friends a couple months ago, and we all looked at each other like we didn't even have to say anything. We walked by this guy and we're like, "No, for real, okay." Jason Webster, thank you for the Australian 5. Coming soon from Disney, AI actress Lily Norwood in Sleeping Beauty returns. Did you guys see that they are possibly working on Sleeping Beauty in Mexico? They're like going to do a live action of Sleeping Beauty in Mexico.
Ugh. No, thank you.
Miss Rue's like, can't wait.
Why does it need to be Sleeping Beauty?
Well,
It's
I
not.
know.
That's not
The
Sleeping
thing
Beauty.
is-
That is a completely like if you want to do something like that that's similar, cool, but don't call it Sleeping Beauty.
They could do, is it Elena? I looked this up on a stream. There's like I think it's Elena. It's a show that was on Disney, but they never really said what she was, but you could definitely tell that she's like Hispanic. It's like, how about you just like make a movie about her or something, or just make a
Did
whole
they
new
not learn
princess?
Rachel Zegler? Like she kept going, I'm the first Latina Sleeping Beauty, and they're like, no, we'll just make one. It's kind of like, let's see you complain now, bitches. That's all it is. But
It's
yeah,
just
complain about the
silly
casting choice this time.
because they already had Maleficent, right? I know that was like a different take, but that was basically their Sleeping Beauty live action. So like,
Yeah.
just leave it alone. Now, not are they taking good beloved animated classics and live actioning them. They're taking ones that they already did live action versions of that did well, and
What's
just
gonna
you
be
know
the
what?
difference,
This
though?
did too well. We got to make it worse.
Like, if you are you gonna keep the story the same, or are you gonna make the story Mexican rather than kissing her, he feeds her a taco? I mean, I don't even know exactly how you'd change it to localize it to Mexico specifically.
Siesta Beauty. Yeah.
Taking a story and then just shifting it countries arbitrarily. If there's not a reason to do it, I don't even know why you're attempting to. Not like you'll gain anything from it.
They're just so lazy. We already know this. I mean, Tiana was like original for them, right? They didn't have to like swap out some princess, and that's I'm so surprised they haven't done a live action Princess and the Frog, which I actually like that movie.
Turns out
That was-
she's just having a siesta. She's not
That's-
actually.
She's just having a siesta from the tequila. But like, there's so many stories they can take from, like fairy tales, whatever. There's so many different stories they could tell, and they could find like an actual Mexican origin story and
Like in
turn
Kanto.
that. Yeah, and Kanto, Coco. I loved Coco.
Coco was great.
Coco was so good. They're just lazy and annoying. Anyway, speaking of, well, Kara likes these, but too bad we don't have X right here today because these little demons are getting their own movie. The Laboo movie is in the works.
Is it gonna be a horror movie?
You want to know something that I probably shouldn't say out loud? I feel like there's going to be a Labubu Mazza account appearing because I could just see them putting Mazza's face on this. It's going to happen. It's going to be
I
added
think
to the
it'd work,
Mazza.
but Moz's
Yeah,
face
it
fits
would
in
work.
everything.
It does, and I don't know why.
I think you'd have to keep the teeth though. You just want to replace his like
the
above
creepy
the
thing.
mouth.
That's the best part about the Labubu is the creepy fucking teeth.
Yeah.
I will say I only have one Labubu. I am not a Labubu collector. I just think it's fucking weird, and I bought it just to say I had a Labubu.
She's like,
and
you're
I spent
ugly.
Too money.
You're,
I
you're
spent
coming
too
home
much-
with me.
I spent too much money on it, and
no.
I
Why are they
just-
expensive? I
yes.
don't know anything about them.
They're like
What?
$65 a pop.
What?
What? How
Yeah.
big are they?
Like this big.
I
Yeah.
don't know how that takes off. Was it just like a huge marketing campaign made everyone want them?
No. So originally they're Korean. And
Oh, I thought they were Chinese.
It's Korean Chinese, but somebody from Blackpink had one on her bag, and it took off from there.
Of
That's
course.
that's
Some
why
Some
it
of them
got
are like
popular.
$200. Look at this.
It was probably celebrity product placement.
Some of these things are like $200. Look at this. Low price of $237.
Now that one, I will say, is that a yeah? So those are actually like big ones.
Oh.
Those are like big boys. Like those are like,
Oh,
at least
okay.
like 3 or 4.
Do they
like,
have
those are-
some which are like rare and
They're like
stuff as
Stephanie size.
well? Do they try and make some of them like collector's items?
These are
Yes.
keychains for $30. My goodness.
Yeah, they must be tiny then.
Yeah, but do they do things? No, they don't.
I don't
They're
know.
just-
They might
a
wake
lot
up
of
and do something
people-
to you when you're sleeping.
It's a trend to like. I haven't done this, but there's a trend to dress your Labubu up in the same outfit that you are. There's like a whole TikTok trend. Yes, there's a whole thing that is like dressing your Labubu up. Like people will custom make like Labubu costumes. I considered crocheting a Pikachu costume for mine, but I never got around to it. But that's it.
But where does the movie come? Is there lore behind them, or are they just going to make it up in the movie?
They'll probably make it up.
But, yeah. This is another battleship. It's like, no, we're just going to have to make up lore and hope.
I bet you
think of
that-
it like a Furby.
As Furbies all over again, but Furbies aren't as creepy as this, so maybe. I don't
If-
know.
You're saying Furbies aren't as Furbies were fucking disturbing.
They were. They were.
Like, these are cuter than a Furby.
They're all demons, all of it.
Yes. Yes, they are. I say that as somebody who's purchased one. I have a friend who has bought like
I
every
bought the
single
demon and brought it into
Laboo.
my house.
Wait, what'd you say? Sorry, at the end
I
there,
have a
Kara?
friend who has bought like every single Laboo.
Man,
Like,
is your
she's
friend
got
okay?
a whole like wall of them.
Why does that one on the right have a camel toe?
They both do.
I don't know.
I'm very
We
confused why
got
that's
quiet
needed
for
to
a
be added
second,
to it. Yeah, it's like seems like a very strange addition.
I don't.
You know? I like that first comment. Flying cars, they said.
Yeah,
Do you guys ever?
I
see
was
the-
promised a hoverboard by now by Back to the Future, and instead I get
It's
this.
True. Do you guys ever see the videos of the guy who like he pranks his parents and they're like super Christian and like he'll put like crazy stuff on the TV or just like send them AI stuff like this person is taking pictures of you and like do AI things and send it to them and like the dad will be like, I rebuke it. This reminds me of this. I rebuke this Laboo stuff. Okay, like we don't need it. I'm done. It's creepy.
Do you
I
think it's going to continue as a trend, or would be the flash in the pan kind of? Because it came out of nowhere.
Laboo
and
has been popular for I think about a year now. Like it's 6
okay.
months to a year.
Do you think they're gonna have the Blackpink singer in the movie? Probably because she made them so popular.
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it's Lisa. She was in White Lotus.
Okay.
So, I mean, she's done acting before, so it wouldn't surprise me if like they tried to get her integrated into it. That or they play Blackpink music in it.
Yeah. Well, guys, wait for it. The Laboo movie coming to a theater near you.
Hopefully it is just like ridiculous.
Like
But,
something
like,
silly.
It makes fun of itself. I want it to not take itself seriously. That's what would make it good. Now imagine a Laboo horror movie. I could get behind that.
Yeah, that's what this was like. Is this a horror movie? I don't think
Yeah.
so, but it should be.
I kind of like those ideas though, where it's just like, what was it, Winnie the Pooh, but he actually goes around slaughtering everybody.
I didn't watch that. Did you guys
Blood
watch
and
that?
Honey.
I didn't
No,
watch
I
it.
haven't watched it.
I don't
Blackpink.
know.
Blackpink is a K-pop band.
Oh yeah, sorry. Did someone in the chat ask that?
There was also a Snow White horror movie that came out at the same time as Rachel Zegler's.
There's a Meek Boo Boo. I want to see pictures, please.
Probably made it
approve.
himself. He's been
I was watching
like
him play.
poring over it with Photoshop.
I was watching Meek play Arc Raiders last night.
He's so funny.
him.
Our spooky onesie stream was really funny. Because the thing is, everyone's like, they never heard me scream, but I used to have noise cancellation on my mic. And since I moved and you aren't going to hear like the noise, I turned that off. So now when I scream, it's not just, you don't just see like, you actually hear me like, because the jump
don't have
scares
your
get me. Yeah. So there was like there's just a couple good ones, but there was one clip where like I was looking through the, what is that thing called? I forget the, like not the hourglass. We don't talk about
That
the little,
magnifying
like,
glass?
yeah, like where you got to look up, and I was looking through it, and then something jumped out of a picture at me, and I screamed, and Mike's like, "Hello!" He gets so scared. He's so fun. I love playing scary games with Mike. Except for that, I don't not like playing Repo, but Kara's like they wouldn't shut up. Him and Lee were just like, boop, 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 boop. Like,
Oh,
you
we're
gotta be
underneath
quiet.
the table trying not to die. Him and Lee are just like, what?
Is it gone? Is
what
it
are
gone?
you talking about? What's coming?
And then boom.
We need to do that again. That was so
Yeah.
much fun.
I'm
You were the
down.
least subtle in that game with Mike, though, because she'd just be like, "Mike," he's like, "Yeah, come over here and stare in this painting." And he's like, "Okay, you're obviously
did that.
setting him up," but he still wanders over. What do you
You
mean,
did.
what painting?
The Magna thing. I'm like, go over there and say Magna. We need it for the, like, you know, to progress or something. I forgot what I said. I'm like, we need it for the, you know. And he did it, and then
Mary.
oh man, he got so scared. And he had Jay with him, and they both like, I'm out.
I think there was even a moment where you told him to come over to something, and he went over, and then he's like, "Why do you want me here?" He's like, "Oh, I just wanted you to see something," and you're like, "Ah!" Like, it's obviously been a bit late for him.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mongoose. I have been told by friends that I'm like a Sour Patch Kid, and maybe that's how I am to these guys. We play scary games. First
Just
sour,
have a
then
secret
sweet.
secret evil streak.
We definitely need a
Oh.
game again some more.
Yes, when you get home.
Yes. I've missed
Uh,
it.
yeah. Yeah, me
Shut
too.
up, chat. I see you.
What? Oh, every time that gets brought up, you're not like you're gonna be 60 years old. They're gonna be like, remember that time that you asked Catherine what her name was? She's never gonna live that down.
Oh my god. Fuck you guys.
Attacking chat. Okay, let's see. I wanted to see if there was anything else that I wanted to bring up before we move on. Oh, I don't know if I can bring this up. I don't know if YouTube will. No. So it's a guy that looks like he's got boobies. So I don't know if I should bring it up. Like he doesn't have fake ones, but he's talking like with his shirt off in the
Really,
comments.
that's more dangerous.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I'm gonna leave it. I'll
I don't
send
know
it
if
to
I
you.
want to see that.
The comments are
Almost
funny.
bedtime.
The comments are really funny.
Why
Like,
don't
do
you
you
just show the
let
comments?
no, because they pull the comments up like over the video, and it's just like funny stuff. Like, do you let bros touch them and like you let your bros touch them, silly stuff like that.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm getting like silly, giggly because I had my rum.
I've
Did you
had 3
guys?
sips now. It was too much.
Too much. Did you guys see this? Sherry O'Terry and Chris Elliott will return for Scary Movie 6.
Oh my god.
Use my strong hand. I love Scary Movie 2 so much.
Take it. Take it.
Sherry
Sorry.
O'Terry was so funny when she's like, "Can you move your fat ass?" And she's like, and he steps on her shoe and he's like, I forget what he says, but he says something like, "Cause you don't step on gals' shoes, cause gals wears Prada shoes." Like,
And he had a shoe fetish.
oh
And he
yeah,
was stealing people's shoes.
oh yeah, my germs. And then they all get up and walk away. Shove the girl's hand all over.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I loved Scary Movie.
Yeah, the first one was good, and the second one was my favorite. I don't know what it was about it, but that was the one that started with oh my gosh, what's his name? I can't think of it right now. He's based. He was Hades and Hercules. Heck is his name.
I know who you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
But he was the priest, and he walks in, and like she turns her head around. He's like, "F this!" He's like, "No, Father, get back in here." James Woods, thank you.
That
Thank
guy,
you.
yeah.
I don't, but the thing is, I'm not sure how good. I didn't watch 5. 4 was the last one I watched, but I'm afraid that this isn't going to be that great because I've heard that the Wayans brothers are kind of woke now.
Yeah, and you also have the problem that now Hollywood takes itself really seriously.
Yeah,
And
so
this
parodies.
laughs at it. This has to laugh at movies, which will offend the people in Hollywood. Like, the whole point, you will come down to, they have to take it in the spirit that it's intended.
Yeah,
Just have fun with it. That's all people want.
I missed that.
But it's kind of like if an actor isn't getting offended because you've said something about their movie, you've probably not gone hard enough.
It's true. That is very true. Oh, we got a couple supers. Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. I bought a large salmon, which I'm keeping in the freezer purely with the intention of slapping Disparu in the face with it at MegaCon next year.
Yes.
It will defrost as you take it across the Atlantic.
He
Even
might
if
get
you
a
somehow get it
Get a
through
cooler.
customs.
cooler. He say, "Listen, this is very important that I take this salmon with me.
Yeah.
Don't ask
I mean,
questions."
customs would definitely ban it. It's like, no, I'm going to slap Disparu with it. It's like, oh, in that
Okay.
case,
There you
we'll
go.
make an exception.
Go through.
So they're
Andrew,
like adding extra eyes.
hey, let's make sure we keep this frozen for you. Thank you for the 2 pounds, Andrew. If Willow was big, they could do worm goo drinks.
Yeah. This is the whole point. Willow was a merchandising powerhouse. They didn't know what they had, unfortunately. No season
I'm good.
2. Could have saved Disney.
Oh,
Nope.
Disparu loves it. The chat for 2, Gary regenerated, gender swap, typical, Hail Kara.
Yeah, the beard was getting itchy. It's time for a change.
I've had an upgrade.
It's goatee. That's how you pronounce it, right? They just told us how to say
Goatee.
it. Goatee. Okay. Thank you for the 5. Disney is definitely.
I think goatee
now
was what you said the first
I
time
think
when you like,
so.
I don't have to say it.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm just gonna call him goatee. Disney is definitely now somebody that I used to know. Have you been in Vara's chat tonight? You driving her crazy, probably. And Jesus, thank you for gifting 1 membership. All right.
Ray. Turn all
So-
the figures around.
I still need to watch season 1 of this. I'm going to because I got Hulu. I've been meaning to because I got Hulu just to watch King of the Hill because I really loved King of the Hill growing up, and they did a good job with the not a reboot, but the revival, I guess, because they're continuing it. They actually did a really good job. Mike Judge, he did good with that, and bringing back Beavis and Butthead, like that, no woke crap, just funny entertainment. So, before I cancel Hulu, I need to binge Shogun because I've heard that was really good. I know it came out a while ago, but like I said, I didn't have Hulu, especially because Shogun 2 is happening apparently. Starts filming in January, and it's set 10 years after season 1. You really like Shogun, right, Disparu? Weren't you one of the people telling me to watch that?
I never saw it, but
You didn't? Maybe it was
basically everyone
X-ray.
I've heard talk about it said it was amazing.
I watched the
and-
first few episodes and I enjoyed it. I just never got around to finishing it. I need to.
Yeah. Yeah, I chat's all saying that it was great. About time, good show. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I don't think I've
King of
heard
the-
anyone say they didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it came out around the same time as The Terror. And I remember watching both of those at the same time.
Well,
Terror was good. Terror season 1 was really good.
I didn't see that one. What's that on?
It's on Hulu.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought I could have sworn that Disparu seen this, so we'll move forward. I
Oh.
thought that you watched the whole
Well,
series.
that
I'm
is
thinking
the
of something else.
That is the other thing that's referenced with The Last Samurai Standing. They always say it's a cross between Shogun and Squid Game.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Hurts. I'm not great. Like I get very. I'll start a show and I won't finish it. I'm bad about that. I'm really bad about that.
I'm bad about that sometimes too. It depends. Like if it really grips me and I'm just like I binge it. Like it doesn't have to be bad for me to stop either. Like you said, you like Shogun, and I've done that too.
Yeah.
And did you guys see though? Speaking of, you said the mix of Squid Games, that they actually have a Squid Games style reality show now.
Oh, they've had that for ages.
Yeah.
I think
Really?
that's up to like season 2 or something
it-
now.
I didn't know that.
Because the first one got in trouble because they would film it in an aircraft hangar, and the contestants were all complaining and stuff because someone were on the verge of frostbite. Someone got sent to hospital because they were in the Squid Game costumes without any heating in English weather in an aircraft hangar, and they were like forced to hold stress positions without eating for hours and hours and hours, and there's a whole drama about safety and stuff in the first one.
Did they sign a waiver?
That's what Netflix said, but I'm not sure that I'm not sure you can sign a waiver to go this is an unsafe filming procedure, not in the UK. So I
Yeah,
was kind of
that's
surprised
true.
he got a season 2.
Yeah. Well, maybe they watered it down a little bit. I don't know. We probably talked about this on Saucy at some point then, if this is the second season. I just don't remember. Because I haven't seen it. Like, I seen, like, the advertisement for it on Netflix, and I'm like, what? Like, it seemed new to me, but I guess I just forgot. That happens. All right. What else do we have here? Oh, this brew will love this. Actually, he might actually love it, but hate it at the same time. Jimmy Olsen's spin-off series is officially in the
no.
works at DC.
He was the worst character in Superman, and it didn't make any sense. Like, it's just objectively all the women are like, "Oh, he's so gorgeous," and you think this is bizarre.
He's
Like,
not
why is
gorgeous.
this-
He's
No.
Yeah.
cute in an adorable way,
Yeah,
but he's not
hot.
like, oh my
I didn't
god, I'm
mind
just gonna
him.
throw myself at him.
They were playing it off like he was Henry Cavill was in the room. Like people just walked past him and couldn't resist themselves. And I don't know. I don't think it was supposed to be a joke, but with James Gunn, I can't tell his sense of humor at the best of times.
I know.
But he is not. He cannot carry a show at all.
No.
And there was
Oh,
nothing about
no.
that in that movie that made you even think he would.
No. It's gonna be probably one season, and they'll have a bunch of like cameos probably, and then it'll
Just a
be done.
photographer. Like, of all the people to make their own show about,
So I don't
it's the
get why
guy
they
that
would
looks
make
at
it.
things.
I don't get why they would make it a Jimmy Olsen spinoff instead of just a Daily Planet show
Yeah.
spinoff. That would make more sense.
Daily
Yeah, but then
Planet
you'd have
spinoff
it about-
could have been interesting.
But then you got to have Lois and
Yeah, you'd have
Clark
Superman and Lois
and-
in it.
That's
So it's like
true.
maybe like what are they gonna do though? Like if it's unless this is like some kind of prequel, which would be very boring because the only interesting thing,
It's
at
going
least
to be
about
boring
this
anyway. It's about
one.
Jimmy Olsen.
Well, I know, but
Like,
what I'm saying, okay, look, it says Gorilla Grodd will be a major character in the show. It's being developed by the creators of American Vandal. Never saw that. It follows Daily Planet reporters tackling cases involving superpowered villains. Okay, so it kind of is a Daily Planet
Okay.
show, but like,
what do they mean tackling cases? Because they report on things. They don't stop it. They don't save the world in any way. They just report on it.
yeah, well, I
Well,
mean,
hopefully
like,
some reporting truthful things on situations. Maybe
yeah,
that could, I imagine, like, the trust in the media will likely be an overarching, like, plot point for it, and how they need to be changing the game, and how they need to be the ones that everybody in the city is actually believing and that they can trust. That's what I have a feeling is gonna be the plot.
They
yeah,
did
I think it's
speak
gonna be
about
one
that kind of
season.
thing in like the Superman marketing. That it's like, no, it is important that we restore faith in journalism. Yeah, you're not going to do that with a Jimmy Olsen series. Like that's
No,
not.
Nope.
And the
They're
more you
doing
push
what
that, the more people go, that's not true though.
they're doing it. They're doing what Marvel does, where you're gonna have to do your homework now and watch like
I think
you
this is
know.
a worse idea than anything Marvel came up with. At least Marvel based their ideas on a superhero.
Oh yeah,
This
no,
is
you're right. I
just
just
a
mean
bloke.
with a bunch of like miniseries, like because like how are they gonna do a daily unless this is before Clark joins, but like they could do before Lois too because I don't see Rachel
Why
Brosnahan
don't
doing
they
a
make a series
show.
about Dave down the pub? Like if we're just having any old normal bloke of his own series, like
Yeah,
he doesn't do anything interesting. He takes photographs of stuff. You need somebody else to carry him, and like he's the guy that gets saved by people.
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. So like this worked like this kind of not that it wasn't a Jimmy story, but like that Daily Planet type show worked with the Adventures of Lois and Clark, the Dean Cain one. But that's because Superman was there and he was saving
Yeah,
everybody, and that was what was interesting. So I don't know. I'm
it's
guessing
like
we'll probably check this out to like review it, but I don't
you
know.
could have a Lois show because she's the
Yeah,
investigative journalist, so she puts herself into danger. But he follows round the investigative journalist.
it's gonna
Like,
be
he doesn't
him and
investigate
Lex's
himself.
girlfriend. Him and Lex's girlfriend will be the
That's what I'm
stars.
thinking.
Maybe, yeah. Because I can't see like Rachel Brosnahan and David Cornsweet. They're not gonna. Maybe they would do like a cameo, but they're a lot of the time that like movie stars, like film actors, don't want to be, TV show actors. They don't want to go on
Oh,
shows. You know what I mean? Not while they're active. Maybe like once their career has died down a bit or something, they'll accept like a TV show. But like right now, their careers are taking off. Like they're popular. So
well,
I
also, then you do get the feeling that I have to watch the show before I can watch their next movie, which just, as Marvel have proven, doesn't work out very well.
No. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like they're like Marvel with that. Like that they're adding all this extra stuff that you got to watch to understand the movies, and
Well,
that doesn't go off very well.
They should 100% spell out that the series are their own thing. They're unrelated to the movies, and are not required to watch.
They should.
And to be fair, that was true with Marvel. You didn't need
Oh,
to watch
you.
the series. It was
That's
Marvel's
right.
fault for saying that you did.
That's right. Because you know what, Rachel Brosnahan, I seen her in the Marvelous Miss Maisel. And I liked that. I forgot that she did that. So, but I mean, now she's in the movies, though. I don't know if she'll go back. Possibly, we'll see. But maybe she'll do like a cameo in this. I totally forgot about that. That's where I know her from. Um, Jimmy Olsen is Igor before Cynthia gets a hold of him.
Oh.
Oh, thank you for the 50.
Somebody
Poor
brought
you.
up so Landman season 2 is about to start up. I'm very excited about that. And somebody said like Demi's in season 2. Like Demi was in season 1. She was actually a big part of season 1, especially
Demi
near
Moore?
the end. Yeah, Demi Moore.
Oh,
She
check it out.
is John Hamm's wife
Oh, okay.
in the show.
Is it an Apple Plus or
It
Apple TV?
is
Sorry, is it Apple
Paramount.
Plus? I have Paramount. Okay, I'll have to check it
Paramount.
out. Okay.
Yeah, Sam Elliott's going to be in season 2. I'm very excited for season 2 of
Paramount
Landman.
has some pretty decent shows. They have
They
Tulsa
do.
King, which I have to finish. That's an example that I can take after what Kara said. I do like Tulsa King, but I haven't finished the last season that just came out. I got a
Mhm.
couple episodes in, and I don't dislike it. I just haven't finished it.
That's Paramount's problem. That's also a Taylor Sheridan series, and now he's like, I'm leaving. And so he's just
Yeah.
taking it elsewhere. And all the rumors about that were it was becoming a bit too big in the network, and Paramount want to rejig everything around, and they can't do that with him there. So they kind of kicked out their best talent by just not bidding for him, which is
Yep.
an utterly insane
That's
thing to do as a
dumb.
media business.
He
Yeah,
is
if
the
you
reason
could-
people are getting Paramount. That's the only reason I have Paramount.
It is just killing your golden goose just to spite your own face, really. It is absolutely insane.
And they just paid a bunch of money to South Park, and South Park isn't even good anymore because they have to cater to what Paramount wants, which I hate. That's so sad to say because South Park kind of went strong for a long time, keeping up with current news and being funny. But now it's like I haven't watched. I don't know how many episodes may be out. Like I used to be like, it was like every time South Park was out, okay, it's on Wednesday, gotta watch it, like when it was on HBO. But now they just have that whole running like Trump thing and Satan, and it's like, okay, it just got kind of boring, to be honest.
I haven't watched in years.
Yeah.
I've got no interest in watching South Park.
Yeah.
one
We're
thing
not
we've
missing
learned time and
anything this
again-
season, that's for sure.
But people aren't the same now that they were years ago. Because the society changed, all the belief systems changed, and they changed along with it. So the people that would have been a bit more neutral before are all
Aren't.
true believers.
Yeah.
They can only do one thing. And also, it's always kind of a problem. If you pay people in advance, they don't care. They're not paid on performance. So they've already got their money. So why not trot out the same joke every week? You've paid them more money than God. And so they don't need to work ever again. They can destroy the series, not really try, and it doesn't matter to them.
Yeah. That's
The
unfortunate.
reason you get paid at the end of the month.
And then now this, why does it say, okay, I don't know why it's worded this way. I've actually never finished V for Vendetta all the way through.
What?
Like the movie. I know. I've seen, I know the whole story though.
It's
I
even
may
more
have,
confusing. How do you watch half of V for Vendetta and not like, I need to see how this ends?
well, no, I mean, it was like on TV and I've seen parts of it. But that is something that I've meant to watch because I know people really like it. And so, but I know the whole
a great
story
movie.
because it's, yeah.
I think it's probably even better if you watch it for the first time now.
Yeah.
Because at the time, it was still a bit far-fetched, and now it's just
Okay.
real.
Okay. I'll add it to the list. I've been catching up on stuff lately. I actually have been. I've been trying to clear the list. So live action V for Vendetta TV series is in the works at HBO and DC. James Gunn will executive produce. You think it's gonna be bad?
The more influence James Gunn has on the project, the worse it will be. James
Mm-hmm.
Gunn cannot do V. It would be entirely out of his wheelhouse.
Hopefully he
Um,
stays far away from like the creative decisions and is only just there in name.
Yeah.
He can. I think he's way too up himself. He thinks of himself as a creative and a CEO, and you have to be really egotistical to think you can do both. There's
Yeah.
probably a handful of people on the planet that can do both really well, at like CEO level. And I'm not sure he can do either. Judging by, I was not on any side of the Snyder James Gunn thing until I started watching James Gunn stuff, and now I can't stand him. He's just beaten me into submission by exposing me to his own work.
I actually watched this stuff and now I'm a Snyder bro.
Yeah, I only liked Guardians of the Galaxy 1 as it was, and then everything he's done for DC, I'm like, no. I don't like it at all. And Peacemaker is one of the
Oh
worst
my
series I've ever seen in my entire
gosh.
life, season 2.
What even was that?
It actually got better at the end of the last, like...
And then the last episode happened.
It was the Other World episodes I actually liked the most.
Mm-hmm.
But
I didn't watch season 2.
Yeah,
it was
probably good.
It was rough. But he does...
It was rough.
all of his characters are exactly the same. It is the, I'm really stupid and that's quirky, which is funny. That's every character he writes. And that there's no room for that in V. So if he even gives notes, it will automatically make it worse. And I don't think he could stop himself.
No, this wouldn't work if he tried making it like silly with his stupid
Oh no,
like
this has to be taken seriously.
That's
And
what I
the thing
mean.
is, you basically have to play it to modern society, but you can't be in support of it. But James Gunn would be. Hollywood would be. They would not see themselves as the villains, but in V, they would be the villains.
Yep.
And so basically for this, you have to go out there and hire the most base person you can find that Hollywood hates. That is the correct person.
In order for it to
job.
succeed and be true, yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's,
Sydney Sweeney's gonna look.
I don't think they hate Sydney Sweeney because she's money to them, and she's kind of she hasn't joined the other side. She's just refused to bow to one of them. So
she's in the middle.
Treading that line.
Oh yeah, Mel Gibson. There you go. Hollywood doesn't really care for him anymore. Speaking really quick of Sydney Sweeney, apparently there's drama going around. I don't know if it's just gossip or not, but I did watch a video on this like a few days ago where they're saying that her and Zendaya have problems. They work together on Euphoria, or that Zendaya doesn't like her. So I've watched a little bit of Euphoria. It's just a bit too like raunchy for me, especially because they're depicting teenagers, which unfortunately that could be like the realistic the way teenagers maybe are these days, rich ones anyways. I don't know, but pretty graphic. Anyways, in that show, Sydney Sweeney plays, I think it's Cassie or Cassie. I think it's Cassie is the character's name. And she's just like got daddy issues, hooking up with like her friend's boyfriend, all this stuff. And they're like, she's channeling Cassie in real life, like trying to hook up with Tom Holland, like that she flirted with Tom Holland. And I'm like, I don't really believe that. I think it's just more so that she maybe was being friendly and it got taken that way, because there was a clip, and this was a video trying to like prove that she was doing this, like whatever, because there was like a Zoom call with the whole cast and they're like, do you think Tom Holland would ever make a cameo in Euphoria? And Sydney Sweeney, I don't know the name of the town in it. She's like, well, that town could use Spider-Man like to save him, and like laughs about it. Now, I don't see anything wrong with that comment. It's a bunch of teenagers like sleeping around and doing drugs. So she just made a joke about it. And they tried saying they're like, everybody in the Zoom call just went silent after that, but they didn't. They just were like, they just talked and like kind of like moved on from it. And Zendaya said like, no, or I don't know what she said, but it's like they're taking things and trying to make something out of it that's not there.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was there just out of jealousy. This has happened before. So in Voyager, Janeway considers herself to be the most important woman on the show, and then Seven of Nine came along. Everyone loved her. She was way more attractive. She got all the attention, and those two were at each other loggerheads the rest of the series. They never got on famously, and so I wouldn't be surprised if Zendaya was the biggest star. She kept getting pushed from the top down. I was like, why is Zendaya in everything? Nobody particularly likes her that much. And then recently, Sydney Sweeney has taken the limelight from her. Far more people are talking about Sydney than Zendaya, and that would hurt her ego. So I could understand if they got a bit catty between them.
Yeah, or just Zendaya. I don't,
yeah,
it could be a one-sided thing. But I feel like Sydney, especially right now, is just a perfect example of someone who doesn't do anything, but like they keep trying to make it that she did something wrong, like the jeans ad and everything. Because you can't
say I don't like her because she's hot, so you have to come up with other things that you can blame instead.
Yeah, exactly. And the jeans ad, we talked about this like when it was like popular, like when it first popped off. The what was her name? Brooke Shields that did that like one where she was pulling her pants up, and that was it's kind of like they parodied that Calvin Klein ad. That one was way worse. Nobody cares to bring that up. They're just like, no, Sydney Sweeney said she has good jeans.
But she objectively, like, even if you're like, oh, it's genes or it's genetics, it's still true. She does have good genes. So it's like, you're just saying you're envious because if you get offended by that, it's because you think it's true as well. That's why you found it offensive in the first place. If you thought that you had equal genes, so you wouldn't be offended by it. You'd be like, oh, I have good genes. It doesn't matter. But it's not even just that. Everything she does, someone's always trying to cause drama about it. Someone's trying to push her into things. The media are trying to set her up with questions just to try and get her to disown the people that like her and get her to turn on her own fans. I think it's the media trying to cause the drama more than anything else.
You guys need to watch this. Anyone that already saw it on Wicked's World, sorry, but not because you guys were cracking up and this was hilarious. This guy does a lot of parodies. Like he did, Kara's probably seen him around. He did a lot of Blake Lively videos.
Oh, I've
like-
seen the Blake ones. Yeah.
Yes. This is really funny. Let's watch this. Get a good laugh.
Last year,
Chelsea Handler's commenting on it.
I didn't even see that yet. This was funny. He nailed the reporter too for some reason, like the facial expressions and everything.
swept up in a world of politics. I guess I have. People have argued and said that artists shouldn't really bring politics into the equation. I've literally never spoken about my personal life. I just did a jeans commercial. Right. You received a fair amount of backlash over that jeans commercial. Yeah. Were you surprised by the reaction? They're jeans. I mean, they're just blue jeans.
Jins.
I like jeans. They're comfort. I don't know what else to say. The president tweeted about the ad, which is a crazy moment. What was that like for you? Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And you must have loved that though, right? The president standing behind you.
The face looks.
You loved it, didn't you? I don't know. I didn't really think about it. I was just working a lot. Is there something maybe you want to say about the ad? Sydney Sweeney has great jeans? I think the ad spoke for itself. I mean, we would really love to give you the opportunity to apologize or even just say that you regret being you. No. No? No. Wow. Okay. No apology. This is GQ, right? I mean, is this supposed to be like a fashion magazine? Like where you talk about like guys that are sexier? Can you just give me one soundbite that I can weaponize? Like anything. Even a sigh that sounds elitist. I can work with a sigh. No. I think you apologize. I don't care. Wow. Wow. Okay. You know what? I think it is insane how you just float through the world like this. Do you want a hug? Oh, you, you.
That's what the reporter really wanted to do. I thought that was so funny. His Blake Lively ones are really good too.
Yeah, the Blake ones are very on point.
All right. I just thought that maybe ending on a funny note would be good. I know the way he makes his mouth triangular as the interview. Yeah, he did a good job. All right. Well, it's getting to that time. We've went through all the topics, so it's like a few minutes early, but we finished everything. What shockingly, actually, 'cause usually we go on for a while on every topic. We did a little bit. But what do you have going on, Kara? And as always, her links are posted in the description, her link tree. But yeah, well, what do you have coming up?
Tomorrow I have Sunday Fun Day. I don't know where we're playing yet. I'll be gaming with Az and Mr. Porkchop. I'll be on my YouTube channel, which is Kara Creates. You can search it for under this, or you can just search Carolyn and you'll be able to find it. And this week I will likely be streaming more Dispatch. I've really been enjoying that one. And yeah, that's the main things. I will be on Side Scrollers on Friday. So that's my game plan for the week.
Hokies beat me to it. I was just about to put your YouTube. All right. And make sure you follow her, guys. Everything, all the other links are in there too. What do you have coming up, Disbrew? You probably have quite a few videos coming out since you
Yeah, I'm going to be
away.
mixing in the All's Fair reviews with other topics that I want to cover and grinding Escape from Tarkov. So
eventually when it lets you
if
in.
I'm not working or sleeping, I'll be on Tarkov.
Listen, you're not on UK time and you're not on America time. You were just on Disparu time because
Yes.
you're up when the Americans are up.
I sleep when I get tired. It is the way I go through life.
I mean, that's not bad.
You just have to make sure you're awake during FNT. That's like your only requirement.
Yes, as long as the alarm actually goes off, it's fine. It's still. I woke up and the alarm is there on the device. It just never went off. It's happened twice.
It happened for Saucy and it happened once for F&T
Yeah.
as well. And
Just
I believe you
sometimes
because you're
Alexa
way
decides not today.
you're
It's so
way
weird.
too British to like be late or not show up. So it's valid. We believe you that your alarm just didn't
Oh
wake
yeah,
you
well,
up.
it's I set like 3 alarms for anything because I know I'm likely to just go snooze. So
Snooze. Yeah.
I always set multiple ones, but I never had to worry about a device letting me down before. An actual alarm
Said,
clock
no,
going.
you need more sleep.
Yes, it's like not today.
Maybe 5 more minutes. Well, you kind of fixed the issue, but I said to fix that issue, get one of those ones that you have to get up and get, like the really loud dingy ones that have like the bells on it. That'll get you
Oh
up.
no, it's right next to me. I have no problem when the alarm goes off doing it. My issue is every time it happens, I then go, okay, I'll set it on multiple devices. And then after like 6 months, you're like, do I really need to? Then after a year, you're like, I can't be bothered anymore. And that's when it hits you. When you least expect it. It lures you into a full sense of security. This is why I think it was Tim Pool made a video about how AI has already taken over the world. I'm like, yeah, maybe it's making me miss streams.
It is. Like, you know what?
It's out to get me.
It's out to get Disparu and only Disparu.
Thanks for having
Well,
me on again tonight.
Yeah, thanks for
It was fun.
coming
This
on.
was
That
fun.
was fun. You have an open invite. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be gaming during the week, and apparently I'm starting the Witcher games. I forgot that I got to do my own outro here.
I love it. You forget that. You say, yeah, I'm just going to play these games which have a couple of 100 hours in each of them.
I'm gonna play some games. See ya. No, and then Vara and Virtue Wednesday. It's gonna be at my channel this week, so look out for that. And yeah, we will see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.
See ya.